Welcome everybody to a night out on the DL. We are on session, I believe, 27. Could be wrong, could be right. I unfortunately have a sore throat, so the voice will be raspy and for some of you maybe sexy. But we'll hand it off to the Biggin for his wonderful recaps.
Well, yeah, it's that time again. I'm gonna skip the whole copyright thing because that's just old and no one likes it anymore. So, yeah, we've got a murder. Um, Basically picking up from the beginning of last session on the 25th. Um, Clyde stopped the fight that was gonna happen between Ulrich and Sylas, basically giving the impression that Sylas would um, uh, easily murk our good dwarven buddy. Um, Basically, Sylas claims that Useless was trapped in heavy air quotes. Not that he was saying that, but trapped between dimensions during a struggle mid teleport when they were fighting over the book. Um, Ulrich questioned this whole idea, but Sylas continued to insist. Um, Clyde throws 150 gold on the ground. Ulrich tells him where he can stick it, and Cromwell basically trying to get back into Ulrich's good graces says he had no ideas that these guys would do this to Useless. Um, that he just thought they could help, and DQ immediately kind of wandered off after Clyde and Sylas just poof up and disappear to tell the rest of the crew what happened. In the meantime, we have a bit of a shopping thing, and then Cromwell has beef with Ulrich for leaving the army. Cromwell kind of was left for dead apparently for battle, and he can't really remember who attacked him, possibly betrayal, ambush kind of thing. And when it comes down to it, it turns out he broke his oath and changed his gods. So making him an oathbreaker. So that could have some heavy implications for what may happen next. Mm, and let's see. Basically, Cromwell is successful in talking his way back into Ulrich's good graces, and then he gets a mental message from Sylas saying, "Well, that didn't exactly go to plan," and that don't you worry, Bane, someone named Bane, has Cromwell's back, and that they will be working in the shadows, and not to worry.
Yes, Mr. Wayne. That is exactly what is going on.
So, additionally, Cromwell says that while things did not exactly go to plan, Sylas is happy enough that he got the book, and that he has some information for Cromwell, basically trying to keep him sweet, um, that is going to be relayed to him in regards to information on the group that attacked him. So now Cromwell is kind of like in this position of, oh shit, am I really gonna fuck over my friend for my revenge? We talked about the shoppy thing. Um, there was a bunch of rigmarole over some special antibacterial, antimicrobial cloth. Some potions were bought. Um, uh, and then all of a sudden DQ shows up, kind of gives a garbled explanation of what happened, and then Ulrich shows up. It kind of reaffirms what happened and explains and kind of draws the conclusion that when Sylas was really, really agitated, his pendant group kind of flashed brighter and brighter, and that might have been the source of his power. And so at this point, we all kind of agree just to put Sylas on the back burner because the general consensus is he could definitely kill us relatively easily, and that we really ought to go after the localized cultists, and find that party out of Mirabar. And as we head towards Lathander's to get our carts and get the fuck out of town, we hear Chalaska start to yell that the innkeeper's dead, and that the deeds to the inn are missing, and that the emergency fund was stolen. Ulrich kind of wanders off to talk to Chalaska, figure out what's going on. It turns out that Lasker, the innkeeper, was pretty close to the snail, and that there might be implications and repercussions. Ulrich implies that as Lando is close to the snail, we have a vested interest in solving this. Ulrich got searched right up front. I kind of had wandered up by that point and take a couple of the guards back with me, and I kind of pass on the word from Ulrich that to tell Cromwell, look, just stand the fuck down. We know you're a dodgy fucker, but you're Cromwell's mate, and just chill out. He says to calm down, chill out, and just don't do anything. And then we all are basically getting herded off to somewhere to be searched individually.
Cool, yeah, so we're gonna pop into the... Cromwell is currently with the rest of you guys at Lathander's spot, and Biggin is coming in with the 2 guards. So everybody's there except for Ulrich, as he's already been taken away and being questioned. But that's
Hang on a minute. I thought we already did that bit where I basically said
we're going back.
We're
We're going back to that because we were missing Cromwell and DQ for that scene. So I wanted to let them have their own reactions for it.
Right. So should I say the thing again?
You just walk in the door and you said the thing. That's the scene we're walking into.
That is where we've picked up.
Yeah.
Got it. Prepared.
Cool.
And scene.
Yeah. So the 2 guards, followed by, if you guys can see out the door, a few more, say, "All right, gents. We're gonna need to take you guys to separate quarters, as we are on a hunt for a killer. We're not saying you guys have done it necessarily. However, we must search and question each of you individually in order to kind of just verify you're good to go before we let you leave town. So there will be 2 of us per person, and if you guys could follow us, that would be excellent." Cromwell, DQ, El Warren, Lando, thoughts, actions, words you'd like to say as this literally pretty much 2 guards per person kind of walk over to you guys?
Why?
Cromwell, you can go first, and then we'll go DQ.
Remind me why we specifically are being questioned.
They're questioning everybody that's in the
Strangers.
town, and you guys were the last ones boarding up in the inn for his death.
Okay.
Shalaska doesn't think it's you guys, but she tells us to Ulrich, and you would have. Shalaska's like, "I don't think you guys have done it because you're really dumb. But you weren't there for that. So she's just doing it as like standard operating procedure sort of deal."
Yeah, for sure. I have no qualms with being questioned.
Okay. So the 2 of the guards walk up to you, and one takes your bag, and one just kind of asks you to kindly follow them, and they take you all to this room. DQ, do you have anything to say as they kind of approach you or anything?
No, I was doing more of a gesture of like, how you zip your mouth and I throw away the key, like.
Got it. Okay, cool. Sweet. Lando, Warren, anything you wanted to do?
I think I might just, wait. Never mind. It's black. Never mind. We're good. I don't want to do anything.
Okay. Warren?
Nope. I'm
Sweet.
nothing on my end.
Yeah, so pretty much what happens is like 2 guards come up to you guys, one takes your bag, and then one just kind of motions for you to follow them, and they take you each to individual rooms in this this space over here.
Quick point of order, DM. Would at this point would Lando know that Lathander was a friend of the snail? I think he does at this point.
No,
right?
not Lathander, Nalasker.
Not Lathander, Nalasker, that dude.
Yes, yeah, he knows.
Yes,
Okay.
I do know that. No, because he would have given me the letter, so that would have told me.
Yeah, you got the letter
Okay.
last night and you read it.
Yeah.
I was fuzzy on that detail. So
Yeah, you're good.
awesome.
Cool. So from there, we will head on over to Ulrich's room. I believe they already questioned you, but I kind of wanted to... I built out a room, so wanted you to see the room. So fairly plain. There are some chests in the back. It looks like this is pretty much like the guards' like quarters, like questioning quarters. Like if there's any like laws or like any like trials need to happen, they seem to be happening in this room. As you guys kind of get in there, you see a long desk. I know it looks like 2, but it's just one long desk. They didn't have a nice little setup for that, so just pretend it's one long desk. You see 4 chests in the back. Obviously, you see some torches just along the edges so you can see everything. You see a flag in the back here. Ulrich, go ahead and roll a history check for me. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
You're not quite sure what flag that is, but you know it's not dwarven. You see they've got, some sets of weapons in the back, just standard militia weapons, nothing too crazy, some rope. And as you look to the right here, you just see a big circle on the ground. I forgot to describe this to you last time we had this session, so I wanted to kind of bring this up. You see 2 guards kind of posted at the back corners there. They're just watching you. They're not like on high alert or anything like that. They kind of tell from the body language of everybody in the room that you're there willingly. You're not looking to fight. You're not looking to do anything. So they're pretty relaxed, but they're just kind of watching and just keeping an eye on the scene. On the back here, you see 2 sets of statues, and they're carved out of rock, and it's just pretty much a militia person on each end, and they're each holding up a villager, it looks like. So you see 4 militiamen and like 1 villager up on the top that they're kind of hoisting up. That's what you see from both of these statues. And then these are just the beams that are holding the roof up above the place. So she just questions you like she did earlier in the last session.
Can you describe the circle more?
Sure, make an Arcana check for me.
It's like, hold on, you kind of skipped over that piece.
Yeah, okay. So it's a magical circle from what you can tell. You're not quite sure what the runes or anything like that are on there, but you would know that it's magical, but you're not quite sure exactly what it does.
Great. Nothing bad will ever come from that. That's for sure.
Probably not. So they questioned you. It was very straightforward in your head, I believe, was what you thought last time. Feel free to correct that. And they're pretty much done questioning you, and they just ask, do you have any questions for us? Is there anything that you'd like to let us know about, or anything, any additional details you think would be helpful for us?
Any details?
Just anything that comes to
that
your
I
mind that might be useful for whatever reason.
think of. It's a pretty small town.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't think of anything.
All right, well, you are free to go. We'll probably just bring you over to the other room and kind of let you sit there and hang out as we question the rest of your compatriots. And after we're done kind of talking to Lathander's crew, you guys should be on your way.
Sounds good.
Cool. So I'm guessing you walk out. So this is, if we're going to go back to that Bargewright Inn map, this is that back entrance. This is the top entrance, and this is the bottom entrance, just for reference. So which way would you like to head out?
The south entrance? Go to
Cool.
like the main way?
So this is sweet. So you head out there, and you see the 2 guards that were kind of with you standing outside. They
Mm-hmm.
take you away. I'm going to go ahead and just remove your token.
I'm going to be tending to my pack and repacking everything. 'cause
Sure, yeah,
gotta
and
make sure those-
they tried to like put everything back, but it's not in the way that you wanted it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that can fall out.
Sure.
I need to make sure it stays in there. I don't want ball bearings going everywhere.
Yeah. So the next,
You and your bloody ball bearings.
Oh, you're gonna love them. You're gonna love them. One day you're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so glad you got ball bearings.
yeah. So the guards, as they bring Ulrich back, they talk to some of the guards and they ask for Biggin to come in, and so they're like, all right, sir, you're next up for the questioning. Are you comfortable coming with us?
Oh, aye, laddies.
Cool.
Anything you say.
Yes, you follow in from the bottom entrance here. Same description. You kind of see this, and you see that circle, that magical circle over there. You can also roll an Arcana check if you'd like.
Yes, I would actually. Hang on, my character cheeks. There it is. And do.
Nice. So the exact same
for fuck's
description.
sake.
It's magical
Can't
in
give
some
me-
nature.
Can't you just give me advantage on it just for once?
No, you've given me no reason to give you advantage on this roll. But you do get some additional information that Ulrich did not, because you know of magic. You've never seen something like that before, but it seems to be of the transmutation family. But you're still not sure what it does.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
a nice,
nature.
that's a nice shiny circle you have over there. What's it do? I can tell it does some transmuty thingy.
She's
But
like,
I'm not good with that magic.
yeah, she's like, Well, how about this? If I can clear you from suspicion, I can let you know what that is, huh? Does that seem fair to you?
Fun.
Okay.
I'll pull my bag out and just kind of. Here you
So,
go.
so the bag was put on the table by the guards that were following you in.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
So
you
feel
haven't
free to
touched your
search
bag.
it.
Yeah, you haven't touched your bag
Feel
since they
free
came
to search it.
Yeah. So they just kind of search through.
Though, if you get bit by the mice in there, wouldn't they take offense? They're a wee bit hungry and they're nice nifty little guards to have for your gear. I give them cheese, but they do tend to be a bit nippy if it's anyone's hands but mine.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of.
So as you're saying that, this guard over here kind of looks at Chalaska, and he looks at you, and he
I'll just tip him a
wanders.
wink.
Yeah, and he wanders back over to a chest back here, and you see him get some very thick gloves. He puts them on, and then he walks back over to the table, and is like,
It's a good idea, laddie.
yeah, he's like, this will work, right? They can't chew through this, right? I'm not trying to hurt your mice
I
friends.
mean, nah, they'll be fine.
Okay, and so he starts to kind of go through your bag.
And not a nary mouse was found.
Yeah, he didn't find a single mouse, yeah. And he looks at you kind of confused, and
I'll
he's
just tip
like,
him the wink.
yeah, he's like, haha, funny joke. And he puts his gloves away. He goes to the chest and he puts the gloves away. And
Mouse
Chalaska just,
Prank gets him every time.
yeah, Chalaska just laughs. She's like, good joke. But to business here. What were your whereabouts last night?
At one point in the evening, I mean, do you want the whole rundown?
Yeah, if you can.
Or
give
just
your-
like
if
when
you
we
can-
slept?
I mean, if you can give us a play-by-play of what you did last night, that would be ideal.
Well, I mean, we arrived, we talked to you, we negotiated a deal, we went in, I went and had a bath, and we all came out, we all ate, had a few drinks, and as far as I know, we went to sleep.
So you said you had some drinks. How much would you say you drank that night?
I had one.
Oh, one of what? Pint, barrel, cup?
A liter.
Oh, he made you. Okay, she writes some notes.
Aye, you'll find, your man would have found the fancy mug your man made.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
fine
he
thing.
was. He was quite gifted with his nimble fingers. He liked to craft things from time to time.
Aye, Lando was quite surprised that it came in liters.
Yes. She kind of writes some notes down. She's like, okay. So where are you from?
Oh, I'm from the forest off over that a ways.
And you just point towards the high forest, I'm guessing, like
Yeah.
that direction. Yeah. She thinks, she's like, okay. That's quite a large forest. And she's like, huh. Okay.
I'm not really inclined to give you the exact
No,
location.
that's fine. I'm not
We're not
asking.
private people.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking for that. I'm trying to think here as to, I guess, what my next question is, because I didn't expect the high forest, which is weird, right? Because you're a Fearbolg. Anyways.
You know, we're a bit spread out. You know, we're nearly all the same.
Yeah.
You know.
She sits there and she thinks, and she's like, okay.
It's the giant in us. We kind of live in two large communities. Otherwise, you know, then we just get ornery and there's fights and talk about sport, and then it just gets ugly.
Yeah, and she says, so you can do a bit of magic, I can tell.
Oh, aye.
Do you have any magic that disturbs a scene, like a body?
What
Like
do you mean?
any like preservation magic, or any kind of magic that would allow a body to not decompose?
Oh, you mean that necromancy stuff?
I guess, I mean, cleric stuff also does something similar to that.
Yeah, I could do a. I mean, if someone were to do themselves an injury, I could heal it.
Oh,
I
okay, but
mean-
you can't like state death.
No,
Oh,
nah, it's not in my wheelhouse, lassie.
okay.
Um,
The reason,
our
the reason,
mate might have been able to, but he's gone and disappeared in between a couple of dimensions.
interesting.
Aye, it was a right strange thing that happened today.
Okay. All right. My only question was, it seems that there is some preservation magic placed on him. So, we're not 100% sure on his time of death because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I ask if you can do that magic. And
Well, let me level with you.
Mhm.
I didn't think it was any of my lads that did this. any of
Sure,
my mates.
and I don't think
you might-
any of you
might
guys would have
say.
done it either because that would be very foolish. You come into
Aye.
town the first night, you kill
Additionally,
someone.
As I said, there's only one of us who could do any kind of necromantic things, as I can understand it.
Mhm.
And well, he could be a bit violent when pushed, but he was a nice lad. He's a good
So,
mate.
are you saying it could have been someone who's disappeared now? That's quite
No.
convenient, isn't it?
No, I wouldn't say it was him, because the necromancy he practiced, he believed in using he believed he had this newfangled idea, or maybe old-fangled idea, that necromancy could be used for good, for staving off death, for protection, for healing.
So, yeah,
Not
as,
necessarily the whole raising of skeletons and nonsense. Now,
so as you
here's the
start
odd
to talk
thing.
about that, you see her face turn a bit grave,
I mean, he
and a
was
little
an
grim.
orc with glasses.
And sure, she doesn't. That doesn't mean anything to her. And she just kind of looks at you, and she's like, interesting. She's just like writing some notes as you're talking.
Now, here's the very odd thing. I'm not sure if my mate Ulrich told you this, but as I said, our friend's gone. There are two rather shifty fellows that accosted our friend, a drow, but some former high muckety muck in the Mirabor military, and his half drow relative, who also happened to be a follower of the same orc with glasses necromancer type that my mate was following.
She's writing notes continuously as you're talking.
And apparently there's a wee bit of a struggle in the teleportation. And I tell you, the teleportation was, from what I understand, was nae consensual on my friend's part. And this shifty fellow, I believe his name was Sylas. He says that our mate struggled during the teleportation. And they were struggling over a book. And in the struggle, our friend got knocked out of the teleportation circle, bond, tunnel, I don't know. And he was either lost to all time and space or disintegrated. Now, I have no way of knowing which, but I do know a rat when I smell it. And I can tell you, Ulrich knew not Ulrich. Useless knew enough about magic not to struggle in teleporting. He may not have been all that smart, but he knew that much.
Interesting.
I think that's your quarter to look after. Look for a drow and a half drow. The shifty types anyways. Need to be trusted.
She writes this down. She's like, okay. I think that's all I need from you at this point. If I need anything else, I'll let you know. But you seem pretty in the clear to me. Oh yes, that is a teleportation circle over there. Very few can use it. It specifically.
They should walk over it.
No. She looks at you. She's like, I would not recommend.
Can I just
you-
walk up to it? I didn't know even how to activate it.
She's like, it's. She's like, how to explain this? She's like, and as you kind of get step closer, you feel your magic start to drain into it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, that's okay. So it is a interesting portal where if you do not
it's
have,
very nice.
if you don't have a certain item with you, or there's something special with it. I'll just put it like that, huh?
Can I see the room? Can I see any runes around it from where I'm standing?
Yes, but you have you can't understand what they're doing. You just know they're for school of transportation.
Can I just say I wrote them down for giggles?
You
mind if I make notes of this? This looks very
what
interesting.
languages do you know?
Elvish Giant, and Druidic.
Yeah, I mean, you can write
Common.
them down, but you have it's not in any of the languages that you know.
Okay, that's fine.
So
I'll still
you
just
can,
write them down.
yeah, you can try to like do that. So do a sleight of hand check for me.
Stealthy as fuck. Look at that.
No, that was for you to like copy it down correctly.
Yeah,
So
I
it
failed.
takes you about 30 minutes to do, but you think you've got a pretty good handle on the writing. You kind of like
Cool.
compare it with that, but it does take you a while. And she's just kind of looking at you funky. And after the 30 minutes, she's like, "You okay?"
Oh, I have a bit of a thing for information and knowledge. Hey, this
Oh,
looks very interesting. I've not seen anything like this before. I
ah,
just figured I'd make a few notes.
well,
You don't mind, do you?
no, to help you along your way, if you have a friend that knows, the snail, he might have some information on that, just for
Hey.
giggles.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sure.
Cheers. And then I'll
Yep.
just kind of wander out the same way I came.
Yep. So that's on the south door. Next up, so same thing kind of occurs. They walk, big and out. You can just click. You can take yourself off the map if you want. And then
I tried. It's not letting me go any further.
I meant like that.
Thank you.
Yep. And then they bring in L. Warren. L. Warren, do you have any like issues, I guess, with them having you come in at all?
Nope.
Cool.
No,
Alright.
happy to help.
I will go ahead and just put your character there. And so as you're there, they kind of like, "Oh, well, welcome. Please take a seat."
Sure.
And one guard comes up behind you, drops your bag off like you did everybody else, and walks out the room. And this guy kind of looks at you, he's like, "Do you have any fantasy mice in your bag?"
Oh, was the big making some jokes?
Yes, he was.
No.
Okay, and he just starts going through your bag. She's like, okay. What's your name, by the way?
Elverin.
Ah, okay, she writes that down. She's like, do you have a last name by chance?
Last name is Salsalor.
She asks you to spell it. You tell her how to spell it. We don't need to get into that.
Okay.
So she writes that down. She's like, interesting. Where are you from?
From the forest. Didn't really grow up in a permanent home. Traveling around with my family.
Okay, interesting. And what elf? I'm guessing.
Yep. Correct.
Okay, she's writing this down. Your hood's been down for this. Just that's how she was able to kind of tell.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. So where were you last night? Trying to get some information.
Last night we spent all my time at the inn. We arrived and talked to you for a bit, and after checking in, we went down and had some food, and some of us had some drinks, and afterwards we went to our rooms and called it a night.
Interesting. She kind of writes it down. She's like, did you see anybody at night? Did you do anything? I know elves don't sleep necessarily. Did you hear anything by chance?
I didn't hear anything, no. It seemed like a very quiet and calm night.
Okay. Just writing some notes. And she's like, do you do magic by chance at all?
Not a lot, no.
Okay. So I'm guessing you have no way of keeping things from fully dying, I'm guessing.
Oh, no.
Ah, okay.
That's not my trait.
Yep, she writes that down. She's like, yeah, I can tell you've got a bow. It's very rare for your kind to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Biggin, you're in a separate room from Lando. You're in a completely separate room.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just letting you know. Like, you guys can have fun, but just letting you know. So you can do that like after this thing is done. You can have some fun with them. I was just letting you know, like, that unfortunately doesn't work. And she's like, okay. Do you know of anybody who wanted to cause harm to Nalasker by chance?
No, I haven't really interacted with a lot of people here. We went to the stable afterwards today to get a ride to Red Large. And then I went to the market, but I don't know, some of our group ran into some strange people on the other side of the river, but I don't have any knowledge of that.
Karen sat down. She's like, interesting. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Anything that we can do to ease your worries of anything?
No, just happy to help. If there's anything else you need from me, just let me know.
We'll do. Are you interested at all in the circle?
I'll do a Arcana check too. Sure.
Just throwing it out there in case you're curious about
Yeah.
Yeah, so same description as Ulrich.
Okay.
Blue circle, looks magic-y. You're not quite sure what it does. She's like, excellent. Well, you can head off on your way. We didn't find what we were looking for in your bags. And yeah, hopefully we can wrap this business up quickly.
Appreciate it.
And she just kind of motions for you to walk out. I'm guessing you're just going to walk out the same way you came in?
Yeah.
Cool. I will go ahead and give you your character. Next person up is going to be the one and only Lando. Lando, they
What? Oh man, I'm big again. Look at
Yeah,
that.
you're welcome.
That's progress.
go ahead and put yourself on whatever chair you want.
Cool.
Yeah. And she's like, ooh, we have a spicy boy here taking the
Yeah,
furthest
I'm
chair
gonna,
away. I like
I'm gonna
it.
take the furthest one. I don't like to be. If I could move this chair, I would. Yeah.
She looks like you. She's like, technically you can, but we prefer if you didn't. Keeps everything
Alright.
on the rug, nice and easy.
All right. I understand. I get it. I understand. Presence.
And as they start going through your bag, they start noticing your menagerie of random items that you've picked up on your adventure.
Correct.
The
Yeah.
wolf's pelt underwear that you keep is in your bag.
Totally forgot about that. I got it.
And a few other random items, and they kind of just look at you, look at the items, and they're like, "That makes sense. This all makes sense."
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, "All right, can we get your name, please?"
My name's Lando.
Okay. She's writing it down. She's like, "And where are you from, Lando?"
I'm from Red Larch.
No, you're from
Wait,
Daggerford.
I'm from Daggerford. Wait, I thought it was
Oh boy.
Wait, no. Daggerford. I need to go back and look at my notes.
It's all good. It's all good. She's like, interesting. Ah. Okay. So you're the one who's part of the Zentarum.
Sort of. I think I'm on like a sabbatical, you know, hanging out with my boys.
Sure. She's
But
like,
I that was my previous profession
got it.
for
She's-
a very long time.
yeah, she's gonna write something. She's like, so you know the snail? You're the person that Nalasker was talking to.
Correct.
Interesting. She's like,
Yeah, him and I had a conversation. You know, I guess the evening before he died.
yeah, and he gave you a note.
Correct.
Yeah. But she wouldn't know about the note necessarily. She's
True.
like, did Nalasker say anything of importance to you at all last night?
Weeks ago. Sorry, years ago. You know, I mean, he just seemed like interested in meeting me, and then you know, he gave me the note, and then you know, we kind of just parted ways. It was pretty. Oh God, no! He mentioned that the you know, a really close friend of ours was missing.
Ah.
Wait, no, he didn't. No, he didn't mention
That
that.
was in the note. That was in the note.
That was in the note. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll just
well,
say that
no,
you just said he gave you a note.
yeah, he didn't say anything of importance.
Sure. And she's like, okay, cool. So you did get the note. I'm glad. The snail wanted me to deliver that to Nalasker to give to you. So
Cool.
I'm glad you got that. Kind of writing some notes down. And she's like, And you're a barbarian, from what I understand. You're a fighter. You don't do magic, really.
No, I'm probably too dumb for that. But I'll give this. You know, I don't know. Do you have a? I can give it a. I don't know if I should be asking about this portal now, but I can give that thing.
No,
a roll.
this is like the same question I was asking earlier. She's just trying to
I
ascertain if you can.
love.
Yeah. I
I
love how
love
we.
that his first reaction is like, I mean, I'll try.
Give my best shot.
And she's
Yeah,
like,
dumb people can be confident too.
yeah, she just looks at you kind of perplexed, and she's like, "What are you referring to?" I was just making sure we were on the same page that you can't stop people from dying, like put them in a suspended
I'm
state
just
of
trying to make
animation.
sure we're in the right book, okay? You know, I'm just trying to gauge that depth.
Yeah, and you see her write like 3 more words, and you just see her stop writing at this point, and she just kind of looks at you intently, and she starts talking to you. No longer taking notes at this point.
Just
she's like,
talking to me.
Yeah, and she's
Cool.
like, so yeah, so what
Is she
book,
like-
what
is she
book
just
are
like-
you referring to?
Well, Just a book of things.
You
Maybe
see her start to smile a little bit as she's as you keep talking.
no, maybe 1984 by George Orwell. It's on my bookshelf.
Oh, you can read. I'm very
Uh,
I'm happy to hear that.
I understand some of the words, and then I fill in the blanks.
Hey, that's what great storytelling requires. Am I right?
Yeah. I kind of just like it when I can just make the middle up.
Sure. Yeah. So go ahead and roll an Arcana check so you can check out that portal that you've been dying to see.
Oh, cool. I just wanna note too that I'm probably looking at this thing and like there's a single tear going down
Yeah.
my face.
Of course, yeah. And we'll explain why that tear is coming
Damn
through.
it!
Yeah. So you're looking
Oh
at
God,
it.
I'm feeling a good one there.
Yeah, you're looking at it, and you're feeling a rush of emotion. The
Oh.
blues of the portal are the same blue that your mother's eyes were when you were young, growing up.
That's weird. That's where I would find that like moment of memory.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
And the blue from Mr. Leader's topaz necklace that he carried is also the same color blue. And so these just kind of
Ooh.
thoughts kind of roll to your head, but you just know it's a blue magical circle of some sort. You have no idea what it does or what it's
Cool.
for.
What
But
if I?
as you look at it, it looks somewhat familiar, but you're not sure why. It might just be the blue color reminding you of your mom's eyes and Mr. Leader's necklace, but there's some reason that it looks familiar to you.
Is that how the dude teleported out of the fucking one guy when we were fighting him?
Which dude are you talking about? I'm perplexed as the DM.
The carnival guy.
Oh, carnival guy.
Carnival guy turned into like a black spirit, like ghost
Okay.
thing as you guys
just
killed
like
him.
fucking.
Yeah, it wasn't like he
Yeah.
disappeared. His like black energy of darkness swirled around Mr. Leader and DQ, and then his like spear kind of ran away. So think more like Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone, when you know who's like kind of essence goes into Harry or whatever, kind of like that.
Like almost like a Dementor.
Yeah, similar to that. Yes, more similar to that.
Yeah. Cool.
That's kind of how that scene played out in my head, at least. Maybe I didn't.
Okay.
I wasn't eloquent enough with it, but that's how I always imagined it.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Well, Lando, pleasure to meet you. And please give the snail my regards."
Thanks. I
And
will.
she's like, "Do you have any questions for me? Anything I can do for you?"
Nope. We're good.
Yeah, she gives you a bright and cheery smile and says, "Yeah, you can be on your way." Cool. So you bounce out. They give you your stuff. You notice that the wolfskin underwear is on top of your backpack now versus being on the bottom.
Well, I thought I wrote that shit down, but or put it in my.
It was definitely in there a while ago. I don't know where it went now, but it was definitely there when we started the campaign.
I would have sworn that I put it in there, but it's gone now. So
Okay.
somebody.
Go ahead and re-add it, my dude.
Murder. We have a murder and a theft on our hands.
Cool. Next person they bring in is DQ Blizzard person. You cool with me just dragging your character on here?
Good to go.
So you kind of walk through here. She's like, yes, sir. Go ahead and take a seat wherever.
Yes.
And the guard, same thing as everybody else, just one guard behind you puts the backpack on the table as you sit down. And he goes outside. He's like, yes. And can we get your name by chance?
It's a DQ Blizzard person, but DQ for short.
So as she starts writing the whole name out, and she looks at it, she's like, is it D.Q, like D and Q are like short for two different names, or DQ is the one word?
I don't think I have any legal documentation stating this, so you could just put it as DQ as one word. D.Q would probably be correct grammar, though, if I had to guess. Honestly, I don't know what my parents were thinking.
Understood. She just writes
parents
DQ with no periods in the middle. And she's like, okay, and where are you from, DQ?
Well, depends what you mean. Where am I from? You know what I mean? Like, I've been a lot of different places. You mean like where I was born, or exactly
Where would you
what?
say that you feel most at home at that isn't out on the wild?
Probably Mirabar.
Okay, sure, it's done. And what were you doing last night? You were
Not
asleep.
much.
Yeah, you were asleep.
I was gonna say I was asleep. Yeah, I was sleeping. Pretty casual night, I must say. Pretty low key vibes, you know.
Sure, essentially. And you didn't hear any disturbances, any rustling of books or anything like that last night?
Rustling of books, definitely not rustling of books, no. And if I did, I probably wouldn't pay attention too much to that.
Got it. And she just kind of writes that
Because
down.
books are for nerds.
Yeah, and she's like, and can you do magic by chance?
Does stabbing people count as magic?
To some people, I'm sure that is magical, but not what I'm looking for. She kinda writes it
Then
down.
no.
Cool.
I say disappointedly.
She's like, I mean, it's not for everyone. You just can be really good at stabbing. There's nothing wrong with that. I personally cannot use magic myself. It's not a bad thing. It's just kind of how it is. Not a huge deal. You shouldn't feel bad
Thanks
about
for the
that.
pep talk.
Yeah. And she's like, interesting. Okay, it probably could not have been you then. You look kind of sneaky though. Would you say you're a sneaky fella?
I mean, would a sneaky fella tell you that they're sneaky?
Facts. This is true. She kind of writes this down. She's like, intelligent, question mark, sneaky, yes, with the check mark. And she looks at you, she's like, doesn't seem like something you would do. Especially, like, not on the first night, you know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, and she's just like, yeah, you're pretty much good to go. So if you want, you can also...
Discrediting my ability?
Huh?
So are you discrediting my ability right now?
No, she's like, no, I just think you're smarter than that to kill the...
Yeah, no, totally, I agree.
She's like, because it's quite foolish, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, it'd be pretty dumb too.
Sure.
But it might be really smart if you think about it because of how dumb it would be. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah, and she writes some more notes down as you say that, and she's like, so you can go ahead and make an Arcana check on that teleportation circle if you like.
I would love to do that.
Mhm.
Nothing would make me happier.
I'm glad I can fulfill your dreams. Ooh, we got a good roll. So you've seen something like this before at the Thieves Guild that you learned your roguish ways from, and you know it to be a
Yes.
teleportation circle. You're not sure how it works exactly. You just know that people with magic,
Identify it essentially.
yeah, people with magic know how to use them. You've been on one once, but you were with a person who knew how to use magic, and they activated it and sent to you, and you were, you went back through it the next time you needed to for a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good ways of getting around.
Awesome. And then I ask, can I take my leave or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just want to talk more? Cool,
I
perfect.
mean, I have
Awesome.
no more questions. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going well. Obviously, it's a bit
Can I just
unfortunate.
start walking out as I'm talking to
Sure.
her?
Yeah. You can go ahead and move your character. Go ahead and delete this black line. And
I didn't mean to draw that line.
she watches you like just kind of walk out, and she's like, interesting, and she takes some more notes. Yeah, and then you're out the door. And the last person is going to be the one and only Cromwell. Cromwell is going to drag you on down here, and feel free to move yourself into the room as you would like. And she's like, Cromwell, my good sir. Yeah, take a seat. So Cromwell, where are you from?
Wherever you want me to be.
That's not an answer, good sir.
What kind of answer do you want to hear?
A place, a location.
I would say Mirabar.
Okay. She writes the notes down. And she's like, and what were you doing last night?
Same thing as everyone else. I was sleeping.
Interesting. So that is going to be a deception check because that doesn't actually lie.
I mean, I was sleeping.
Oh yeah, fine. Technically speaking, you were sleeping. Fair. Technically, you did sleep at some point in the night. That's fair. And she's like, interesting. Taking some notes down. And she's like, why do you wear a mask, good sir?
Let's just say that I'm of a race where my face isn't necessarily the most pleasant.
Interesting. So you're taking some notes. She's like, you know, I'm not one to be scared of anything. So do you mind removing the mask for me, just so we can see who you are and, you know, talk face to face instead of face to mask?
I really would rather not.
Okay, interesting. She's gonna write some notes down. She doesn't pressure you or say anything else after you decline the offer. And she's like, okay. And can you use magic?
Seeing that I am a paladin, yes.
Okay, sure, it's an notes down, but you're not one of those paladins that can like stop people from dying, though. Correct? Yes, no.
If I had that power, I would not be here.
Interesting. She kind of writes some more notes down. She's like, do you have any way to prolong suffering? Perhaps, you know, keep someone in a suspended state of constant pain so they can never fully die?
Nope.
Okay, sure, some stuff down.
Sounds metal as fuck.
Yeah, and she's just like, she's thinking and she's looking at you. She's looking down her notes. She's like, interesting. Cromwell, out of all of the groups that we've interviewed today, you have been the most, we'll say interesting.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, the math does not do you many favors. Let's just be honest, right? But I see what you're saying, where, you know, perhaps to folks that aren't accustomed to multiple different races and stuff like that, that your face could be one that could be of fright. Perhaps they would be antagonistic towards you if they could see it, so I understand. But we'll just say, if you wouldn't mind staying in town until this case is resolved, that would be ideal.
Sounds good to me. In fact, I may be able to help you in a sense, if you would like that.
How would you be able to help?
I do have the ability to sense out strong evil forces, specifically catering to more of celestials, fiends, or undeads, but it may be of some use.
Interesting. You know, I appreciate that insight. You see, you're taking some notes, and after we're done interviewing everyone, I may call on your services to help me inspect that room a second time, as I don't have that ability, so that would be very useful, I think, in tracking down what exactly happened.
Let me know.
Yeah, we'll do. You're free to go out and be with your group. And as you
can I make an Arcana check on the portal?
Yep.
Let me see. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so you know it to be just a portal of some sort, magical, but you're not quite sure exactly what it does. But it's magical, and you're quite surprised to see it, for lack of a better term. Yeah, that's correct. You are right, Orc. You know a lot about magical portals. It's great. And as you start to head out of the room, you see the teleportation circle start to glow. And Shalaska looks at you, and she looks at the portal. She looks at you again. She's like, could you sit, please? This is unusual. And we may need your assistance if, you know, in case someone very angry comes here.
Sure. Who is this angry someone?
It would be the snail. If anyone was going to come in here angry, it would definitely be the snail.
Okay. Should I be worried?
Hey, if you didn't kill him, then probably not, right? But if you did, maybe a little bit. You will die slowly and painfully if you did it because the snail would do that, but you don't seem like you did it. You offered to help us. You don't have the magic that we saw kind of around the body, so it doesn't make sense.
And let me ask, why exactly is that thing glowing?
It's being activated. Someone's coming to the portal from either the other side or someone who has access to that pathway. And as you kind of ask that, you see 3 people come through. You notice 2 of them up here as Clyde and Sylas. And you notice the 3rd man as a sailor from the ship that brought you to the Bargewright. And the 3 of them kind of walk in. The 2 in the back are kind of holding this other man like at arm's length as he's tied up. He's not bruised or beaten by any means, but he is definitely within their hold. And you hear Sylas say, "Ah, Chalaska, a pleasure as always." And she's like, "Yes, Sylas, as always. Wow, that was fast. That was very fast. How long have you known about this case?" And he looks at her and he's like, the snail kind of pinged me last night when his conversation with the Laster got cut short. But, you know, I mean, it's you know, you do what you gotta do to keep him happy, as you would know. And as this conversation is going, you get a message in your head, Mr. Cromwell, and I'm just going to send it to you on Discord real fast. So that's the message that gets sent over to you. You can read that as I continue out the thing. And Clyde stands up and walks a step forward and says, Chalaska, we found the man responsible, and if you wish, either myself or that man over there, he looks like a paladin to me, can cast Zone of Truth, so you can confirm that he's telling the truth to everyone here, and he's confessed to his crime, and we found a note for the reason for his this killing. And Chalaska kind of looks around. She's like, interesting. She looks over to you, Cromwell, and she's like, can you cast Zone of Truth or any kind of magic that will allow us to find out if these 2 are telling the truth or not? Because they're in the employ of the snail, and it's in their best interest to solve this quicker than later. So we just want to make sure that they're telling the truth about this.
Let me see. I don't think I have any truth-revealing spells.
It would be called literally Zone of Truth if you had it.
Oh, I do
Or
not
if you have,
have
like, Compel.
a Zone of Truth ability.
Do you
Or
have
Compel.
Compel? Okay, alright, so you wouldn't. So you can just say whatever you want.
No, I do not have that ability.
Okay, and then she just kind of looks at Clyde. She's like, well, ball's in your court. And Clyde kind of, Sylas and Clyde take a step back, and you see Clyde stick his hand out, and a circle that is white, but there's tinges of gray in there. Cromwell, you would recognize this as being the power of Bane. And as this magic circle kind of appears, the man standing in the center of it, here I should probably move him back a step. The man standing in the center of it kind of looks around frantic as Sylas or Clyde says, "Speak, and speak only the truth." Casting command, and Chalaska walks forward. She says, "So you killed Nelasker?" He says, "Yes, I was ordered to. Didn't have a choice in the matter, but yes, I did kill him, and I stole his money, and I stole the land grants, and I stole I stole his little knife he uses. And she kind of looks at him and looks at Clyde and Sylas, and she's like, "You two can go now. I will keep him here, and we will deal with this." And Clyde and Sylas just kind of look at you, look at Chalaska, and head out through the portal.
Can I go as well?
Through the portal?
No, through the south door.
Yeah, you can leave now if you'd like.
Can I get my bag back, please?
Yeah. That's all done. All that's done.
All right.
Cool. All right. So with that, we will bring you guys back over here. And as Cromwell kind of walks out, the two guards that were with him walk with him, and Chalaska stays inside this building. But the guard that was with her also comes out and kind of comes into your guys' room and says, "We'd like all of you guys to come into this room. We think we found the perpetrator, and we'd like to get kind of your insight on the matter, if you don't mind. As we've deemed you all," and he kind of looks at Cromwell a little warily, he says this, "mostly free from guilt." He's talking to you guys as a party.
Hi. So, does that mean we're actually gonna drag our characters back on to that room?
Yeah,
back
yeah,
into that room?
I'm gonna move the map over. He just wants to find out who's willing to come and talk to this guy.
Right. Fine by me.
Okay. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, I'll join.
Okay. So that's two. DQ, Ulrich.
I'm in.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you coming with them to talk to this dude that they think they found the mastermind behind this plot?
is that where we're going?
You're going back into this room, the room that you guys were in previously.
I'm just gonna follow the group, just
Okay.
in general.
Sure.
Just like he's just like, I don't know where to go. I'll just follow line.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So we'll just say all of you guys come through. So go ahead and just bring your characters in. You guys can be in this room wherever you'd like. Yeah, everybody but Lando. Lando, are you staying behind? It's totally fine if you are. I'm just trying to make sure you feel welcome to come.
I'm in the
You're in
room.
the top corner there. I would not be that close, as
Yeah.
your belly button energy is getting pulled into the portal.
Okay.
Both
I'll go-
gravitational pulls are sucking each other in.
I'll go here in case I need to jump these dudes from behind.
Okay, interesting choice. All right.
Hit him with the sneak attack.
Get him
Yeah.
with that saw, dude.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys kind of enter into that room, and Chalas is like, "So, two guys working for the snail came through the portal, that teleportation circle over there, and they brought us this man, saying that he is the one who killed Nalasker. Have you guys seen him before?"
Look familiar to me.
Perception or investigation?
Up to you, whichever you'd like. I would probably say perception, just because you're looking at him.
Yeah.
And Ulrich, you were pretty quiet on the last one. Were you saying not familiar to you?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
There we go.
I can hear you.
That's a little better. There is some like TV thing going on in the background. I'm not sure whose that is.
Yeah, that's why I keep muting myself. It's
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's fine.
It's
Do I
mute.
recognize the bastard?
Yeah. He is one of the ship hands from Shalar's boat. He's a cultist.
Aye.
You know he's a cultist.
It would seem he's one of them river cultists. He was part of the boat crew that took us down river.
Interesting.
Um,
She's like, and I have a note
So-
here that kind of outlines why. Would you guys mind looking at it? Like, I just need a second set of eyes, because it's interesting. It's weird.
I'll take the note.
So the note's just on the table. I'll just draw it real quick. It's sitting like right here on the table. So you guys can
Alright,
like,
I'll
crowd
walk.
around it if you like to. Yeah, whoever wants to look at this. Nope.
Though I will point out that we never saw him come into town.
That's correct. You did never see him come to town, but he wasn't on the boat for the now two of you that went onto the boat. He was not there.
So I'll reach out to I'll kind of look over at Chalaska and I'll say, "Who are the fellows that brought him in?"
She's like, yeah, they're well trusted people from the Snail. They've been working for him for 50 years now, I think. No, 50 years sounds like a long time. Whenever I came to Bargewright, they were already in his employ for multiple years. They can be trusted. I can't reveal who they are to you, due to...
All seems a wee bit convenient.
Sure, and that's why I wanted to bring you guys in, because the timing was, let's say, impeccable. And as you guys kind of review the note, it says, Joe. It's written in handwriting. We need you to kill Nalasker, the owner of the Bargewright Inn. We need you to steal his documents and all lands, grants, and titles that show he has ownership of the Bargewright, and that the Zentarum are the proper owners of the town, and whatever else you feel would make things interesting. And then at the bottom, you guys see in like very tiny scrawl, just the water symbol.
Ah, well, now, see, there's your problem. You can't be trusting them type.
She just kind of looks and she's like, hey, what?
Oh, the cultists.
Oh, this is cult work. This is...
Yeah.
Oh. How do you know?
Oh, we've been tracking them all over the damn place.
Huh.
Yeah. And we ran into these folk while we were hunting. I don't know which. I think the air folk took us to the water folk, and then we infiltrated them, and then they brought us down here. So that's probably how this guy got on, because he just rode down the boat and walked off in the middle of the night, killed the guy, skedaddled.
Interesting. Do you know if these cultists know how to suspend death?
Well, they're right interested in necromancy.
Huh.
We had an earlier conversation with another. Well, we had a conversation with a few people that said they had a particular interest in necromancy, especially in orcs who wear glasses, and that particular brand of necromancy. But I don't know. I look at the fellow and I look at the guy and say, "You put your hand up to this. You killed Nalasker."
He doesn't respond. The zone of truth is gone by now. He just says nothing. Just looks at you.
I can't insight check that. I can't tell if he's deceiving.
Because he's
Can I
not
do an
saying anything.
arcana?
You can do
Can
an
I do an
arcana check,
arcana check on him to see
Yeah.
if he's under any particular thing?
Sure. Okay, so you can tell there's magic coming from him, but you're not sure if it's like he can use magic, or if some magic's been done to him.
I'll look over at Cromwell and I'll say, "Cromwell, lad, maybe you can help me with this, but I sense magic about this one. I cannot tell if he can do it or if he's been influenced. But from what you and Ulrich told me about what happened on the other side of the river, and then having the murderer supposedly delivered by two fellows, Cromwell, you didn't happen to see these two fellows, did you? When that delivered the man, because we were brought in after you left.
So you're talking about the same two fellows that took Useless, that teleported Useless?
Were they the same two bastards?
I couldn't tell you.
What you mean? You were there with Ulrich the whole time.
I mean, they didn't look the same to me.
Ulrich,
Well, I mean, he was only there for like 20 seconds before they ran away from us.
Lady Chalasker, were these two fellows a drow and a half drow?
She's like, yeah, but they've been under the employ of the snail for a very long time.
And yet,
And so,
I
and
cannot trust it.
so she looks at you and you said that there's magic done to them. Yeah, he was under a zone of truth, and the one that put the zone of truth on him also compelled him to answer my questions. So if that's
look,
what you mean by magic done to him,
You
that
know your
could be what it is.
business. You know your business, but I didn't trust him.
And that is fine and dandy for you, but I've worked with them before.
Now,
Biggin, you don't trust a lot of people, Biggin.
Hold on. Now, Biggin, we've known each other for a while now. Why do you not trust them? I mean, they're working for the snail. Now, admittedly, it does sound suspiciously like the folks who are literally just killed our friend.
It's all a bit
Hold
packed.
on now.
It's just-
What about them makes them seem like the folks that just killed our friend?
Well, you don't see
And let's
a
not
whole
say
lot.
killed. He got teleported and they struggled.
Fair.
And
we don't
you're
know.
taking them at their word. You know, Useless knew enough about magic Nate to do anything stupid.
Well,
He was kind of
Yeah.
useless.
I didn't decide that, but I mean,
look,
he knew his
look,
business.
look. We all make mistakes at times. I mean, I fell off that wagon going into that fight. It happens. You know, I've been walking for hundreds of years now. Sometimes you trip.
I got a bad feeling.
Well, you're right. I mean, I'm the one that's saying he died. I'm with you on that one. Now, all I'm saying is we shouldn't be jumping to conclusions. She's saying they're working for the snail. But that has a lot of implications if they're working for the
Fine.
snail,
Fine, I'll leave it alone.
right? Because we do have a little snail buddy over here that we might want to keep an eye on then. Right?
Hey,
You know.
Alright, Lando, have you got anything to say?
No, I wasn't there.
That guy is not capable of anything.
I'm probably capable of kicking your ass.
I
but,
second that. I think he is capable of kicking your ass.
But besides that, any of this magic with a K stuff, not really my jam.
I
I love how
You
boldly
alone-
you say that. I love how boldly he says magic with the K. I love it. Continue.
Now, all I'm saying, now, Biggin, you got me hooked, right? You got a good point about the two fellas came in here. All right. Now I'm just saying it's real problematic if we're suggesting that there's something up with the snail.
I'm not saying about that snail laddie. He's a bit odd, but I mean, he did all right by us. And I'm saying it feels like no offense, Lady Chalasker, but it feels like she's saying that her case is done. That there was a donut with a hole in it, but I feel we need to look a wee bit closer.
Well,
I
I
feel
mean-
there's another hole inside that wee donut hole.
Now I've been doing this a while, right? And sometimes it does just line up. It's very, I admit, quite convenient. It's
Yeah.
quite convenient.
And so as you guys
But-
are kind of sorry, continue.
But, sometimes a murderer is a murderer. What happened?
Fine, I'll let it go.
Yeah. So as you guys
Now-
are,
Pardon my overly suspicious mind.
so yeah, as you guys were arguing, Shalasa's just kind of been watching you passively back and forth, and she's like, "So I do agree that it is normally very suspicious that they wrapped this up so quickly. I will give you that. However, I have, let's just say, been in a working relationship with them for the past roughly 15 years. They're very good at their job. one of them is very adept with tracking magic and finding out what happened in certain situations. And the other one, let's just say, I don't know if I could take him in a fight if he was barehanded. So they're very capable men. And
Yeah, fair enough. I got a question for
sure,
you.
Of course, of course.
Now, in this whole blue, I've come to gather that their circle is a teleportation circle,
That is
correct?
correct. Yes, that is correct.
Now, is that just an open teleportation circle, or is it closed off and like only certain? It goes
so
somewhere.
Let me give
So
you
like a
I guess-
tunnel.
Yeah, let me give you the rundown of it. That teleportation circle is linked to a variety of Zentarum bases, including that of the snail. There are certain agents that the snail has gifted, we'll say tokens, that allow them, assuming they can use the magic to teleport themselves to one of these circles. So pretty much what I can tell you happened. I don't know where they found this man, but these two are agents of the snail. They've been working with him for a long time, so obviously he's given them this token, perhaps to both. I don't know if the other one can use teleportation magic, but they are able to pretty much freely access this teleportation circle as they would like to investigate or solve murders or just to travel. Like I said, I've met with them multiple times. They've helped us on a few different cases, not necessarily in the Bargewright, but just in the surrounding areas that, Zentarum business and all of that. Yeah, so I've seen them come through back and forth. It's not a regular occurrence, but it's not something that you would never have seen before.
All right. See, now there you go. Zentarum business. They're big, and that's what I'm saying, right? We should be trusting the system. If what you're saying is true, the system's broken. Now, do you
I
want to
like
go
the
down
system.
there? All right.
I
Well,
think it's time we move on.
Thinking pretty hard.
Sure. And I'm trying to think. As you guys are you guys leaving the room? Or are you guys staying in the room? Do you guys have anything else
We'll
you want to... Okay, cool. So as you guys are kind of wandering out the room, you see Chalaska turn this guy around and take him towards the teleportation circle. Lando, are you sticking around there?
Sure. No, I'll leave.
That's why not. I'm just curious where your positionings are. I'm not. You guys can be wherever you want. I'm not going to force you one way or the other. Sure, you can hide behind the statue. That's fine. I don't know if your body would fit very well, but it's very uncomfortable. But you can squeeze your way in. Why not?
I'll squeeze.
Yeah. Your fat morphs its way to fit around this corner. Maybe you should have been a fat thief. Who knows? But your body seems to be a wonder to behold.
Yeah.
And you see her whisper something. I guess DQ and Biggin. She's not trying to hide this, but or I guess whoever's watching this sees that she whispers something into her sleeve, and two guys come out. Sorry, I need to bring some people out. We'll say this guy, because why not? And this person. These two people kind of come out of the portal, and they say, "Is this the one?" to Chalaska. She nods her head, and this dude takes a step into the portal as she kind of jostles him in, and the three of them disappear. The teleportation circle is like active. It's like whirling, and you see all the magic energy kind of rustling through it, and they disappear. And she looks at the people who are still in the room, and she's like, "And that's how it's done, folks. I also have a device that connects me to the snail, as this is his land, and he sends folks like that to come and pick up the ruffians that cause trouble for him and for the town, and I let him deal with the consequences." But she has kept the note, you've noticed. Here, she didn't send that along with him, and she kind of looks at you guys and she's like, So you're saying this note is from a cult?
Yeah. They're all over the damn place. I'll be honest. You're probably a cultist, I'll be honest. I don't really trust the whole lot of you.
That's fair. Would you like to take this with you? Maybe it could be useful in the future?
Like I said, I don't really trust you, but yeah, I'll
Is there any
take it.
symbology on the letter?
Like I said, the only thing
water.
you noticed was the water symbol in the bottom corner there. But it was pretty small, which is why she missed it, it seems, or you guys can interpret that however you will. But she didn't notice it was there until you guys pointed it out, or so it seemed.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, cool.
Put it in a pocket, and then
Yeah.
continue making my way back out.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys head out, and a couple guards kind of accompany you guys as you guys head out, and they all pretty much just start saying to the town, case has been solved, everyone. Feel free to go about your business. Yeah, you can put yourself on the map, it doesn't really matter. I'm guessing you guys are all heading over to Lathander's to head off. Or would you guys do anything else in the town?
No, I think we're good here.
Yeah, we got travel to do. We're trying to leave.
Yeah.
There's
It's like this
Not
wasn't exactly an
happening
ideal party, so
Yeah, we lost one person. We were questioned. I think we're good here.
Cool. So yeah, so you guys walk back over to Lathander. Garth and the other two are ready for you. As you guys approach Tobias, specifically you, Biggin, he kind of looks at you and he's like, I figured it out.
You did?
Yeah, he's like, I used my hammer. And as he's kind of like twirling the hammer around, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. You notice that on the hammer, the spell mending has been like artificed into it.
Mhm.
So it's able to fix devices and stuff like that, and like other issues that if they aren't like broken beyond repair. And he's added some flare on there. He's added some little flames on the edges of the goggles, and he added some slight gold embroidering around the rims. And he's like, "Yeah, this is probably my best work, and I think this works. I can see in the dark, so I can't tell you if it doesn't work at night, but you can test it out on the road, I guess."
I take the goggles reverently and put them on my head and say, I appreciate this greatly. What do I owe you?
He's like, "Well, it was 10 gold, but then I added the stuff, so 11?
11 total?
Yeah.
Did I pay him up front?
No.
Okay.
He said not to pay him until he finishes it because he wasn't sure if he could fix it.
Well bargained and done.
Okay,
And
cool.
I pay him 11 gold.
Sure. Sweet. So you guys have 6 people for 3 carts. How would you guys like to divvy up yourselves?
I'm gonna go with my orc friend.
Okay, going with Garth.
I'll ride with Garth as well.
Okay, so that's 2 with Garth.
I'm going to grab Biggin
Okay.
and have him be an R cart instead with Cromwell.
Okay. Interesting. Do you want to say anything as you do this, or are you just gonna do this?
Yeah, just no. We got things to discuss.
Okay. So you've got space in Tobias's and Garth's carts. DQ, Lando, where do you want to go?
I bolt to that spot.
Which
the
spot?
first cart.
Okay, so
first
you're going with
cart.
Garth. So DQ
Correct.
and Warren are together with Garth. Biggin, Cromwell, and Ulrich are with the Dragonborn Tony. And that leaves Lando with Tobias, the gnome.
Why do I have to hang out with the fucking gnome?
You don't have to. You don't have to get in his cart. But you guys have
Stupid
already. But
gnome
you guys
people.
have paid for 3 carts. So if you don't use 3
Fine.
carts, that's
I'll,
fine.
I'll hang out with the gnome, whatever.
I'm sorry, Lando. Can you tell us how you really feel?
You put me with the short guy. That's great.
It's because you didn't speak up.
Oh, well, I was thinking, you know? Fuck.
Too late.
That's fine. So yeah, so you guys are on your merry way. Starts going, and we'll go ahead and bring you guys to this map over here.
So while we're traveling, I do want to talk to Biggin
Sure. Yeah. 1 second.
with
Let me.
Cromwell there. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and put your characters out real quick, and so
Sure.
it's not just straight darkness for everybody.
So
Go
Now-
goggles of dark vision.
I know you like talking, Biggin. You're a
Hi.
talker. I appreciate
Hi.
that. Now I'm with you. Those two fellows probably were the ones who did the murder. However, this seems like a big old problem.
Actually, let's just do this.
What seems like a big old problem, laddie? Me
What?
talking about it.
Now, well, we don't want to get ourselves killed by the snail now, do we?
Well, here's the thing. Why would the snail have reason to...
guys?
Why would the snail have reason to kill us when we're the ones who have a vested interest in trying, who are pointing out the fact that there may be a rat within his own organization?
Well, because we're pointing out the people who can handily kill us.
Aye. So it wouldn't be the snail killing us. I see your point. I do.
Yeah.
I didn't know
No.
at the time I didn't know they worked for the snail up until the lady said up until the big lady herself said they worked for them.
Right,
then I
and
realized the
that's
fuck
when
I
you
done.
right, and that's when you should sort of peel it back a little, backpedal. That's all I'm saying, right? Appreciate it. You're doing a lot of cool stuff out there, but you gab a lot, and it's really worrying me. We got cultists everywhere.
Right. I figured. Well, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'll take you at your word.
Now, that being said, now this is why I wanted you here with Cromwell. I think we're onto something with those two. Right. Old Crommy here, he did it right. He was like, "Oh, I've never seen those folks before in my life." You know, keeping us nice and safe, in case they're working in cahoots. Because what if that lady was working for them? Obviously, she was. In the good graces, right? But we need to track them, and so we need to seem like we're not very smart and don't know anything's going on, right?
Aye, fair enough.
And how are we supposed to track him exactly?
Well, now we know there's a series of magical circles.
So we just gotta find the next one with a token?
Well, we know where there's at least two. Bargewright Inn and Daggersville.
Daggerford, specifically at
Dag-
the
Sylas, yeah.
snails like.
Right.
magic-
Good
Now,
point.
imagine, right? So, worst case scenario, we can go back to the snail, use our friend Lando to get us in. He can probably get a token.
I don't know if we can utilize Lando to that extent since he's new. I mean, if you heard,
No,
Those two have been-
he's not new. He's on a hiatus, so he's been with them for a while.
yeah, but why would it? Maybe
Hmm?
might work out.
So we got an in. I just don't think we should be pursuing it or really getting ourselves in trouble immediately. Maybe we can button up this whole
Agreed. We did say we'd put this whole murder thing on the back burner until we dealt with the cultists and found this party
Right.
at the Miraboard.
maybe we'll
I'm
find
fine with
another
that.
one of these magic circles and then we can use it somehow. I'm sure you guys will figure out how to use a magic circle, and then we could surprise them, stab them in their sleep, get some justice, and call it a night.
I will say I'm tempted to avoid these folk at all cost.
Now, I would point out that wouldn't that would we not be making the snail a wee bit angry with us if we just, supposing it was these two fellows, we show up in the middle of the night, stab them, and run away? Would the snail not be upset anyways?
Only if he knew it was us.
That's a fair point.
That's what we do in the middle of the night. Look at that poor bastard at the inn. Someone killed him. We don't know who did it.
Fair enough. Right. So, is that business done?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Well,
Right?
if you prefer, I'll let you do the talking from now on.
Well, I'm just saying, don't go giving off all our information. I think you're
I
doing
mean,
a fine
it comes-
job.
When we get back to the Red Larch, it'll be mum's the word. The less I say, the better. Though, I do have to go talk to one person. That's the only person I plan on talking to.
Yeah, you can talk to whomever you want. No problem. Just don't be telling them, like, hey, we're trying to kill these tough motherfuckers. Right?
Fair enough.
They might know 'em, and then they could come and kill us. That's all I'm saying.
Understood.
Alright.
Cool. So you guys have this conversation. About 3 hours pass, and all the cards kind of come to a stop at this point. Garth hops down, and so do Tobias and Tony. And they say, "All right, guys, we're gonna wipe down the horses real quick, make some dinner, and then we'll be back on the road." You guys could probably tell it's about 4 o'clock, so it's a very early dinner, but this is part of the experience, you could say, you guys have paid for.
Package.
Yeah, it's part of the package deal. I like that. So they start do I not have a fire pit? One sec. That's a burning bush. You guys aren't impeding Jesus or God. We'll just pretend that's a campfire of some sorts. So you see see Garth and Tobias like cooking up some food, Garth and Tony, and Tobias is out just checking on the carts, checking on the horses, kind of like wiping them down. If you guys are watching him, you see a small little step stool that he carries around with him, so you can get to the top of the horses to wipe them down and stuff like that, and kind of give them a quick little massage as he feeds them some apples and some oats. And for those of you that are watching him, he gives each of the horses a single sugar cube with his kind of feeding. Like, yeah, gather around, guys, gather around. We got some good food cooking over here. Just go ahead and sit down, relax. Sorry, I messed up. This would be more towards the side of the road. Pretend all of these carts and stuff there on the side, not in the middle. That doesn't make any sense. But this is the map, so that's okay. So yeah, all the carts are probably somewhere around here, like on this side of the road. So this area is actually clear. And after a little while, Tobias walks up and he sits next to Garth. And DQ, are you coming along? Are you sitting chilling in the cart?
Contemplating a lot of things, you know.
Sure.
It was just it was a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Just getting hungry.
Cool. So after about 15 minutes, Garth and Tony start passing out some food. Pretty standard fare, nothing too elaborate, but you guys would know that it's not typical to be fed on a 6-hour journey.
Are you trying to kill us?
No. It's just like this is like a higher class than what you guys are mostly used
tourist
to.
ride is this?
Yeah, it's a higher class of like cart ride / carriage ride that you guys are used to normally, is what I would say. And they're just kind of telling jokes, swapping some stories. They're just chatting. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about around this fireplace when you guys are spending you guys are getting about an hour worth of time just kind of hanging out around here?
No, just hanging out,
Sure.
eating occasionally, keeping a guard up because this seems to be when we get attacked by onkegs and giants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does seem to be that case. I will
Or-
not lie.
Sure.
Ulrich is a little wary, especially concerning
Mhm.
what has transpired
Nothing
in the
like
morning.
a Cyclops seeing you from a million meters away with
Or
his
like
one eye.
a wizard teleporting in and just like zapping everyone to death.
Also, in some situations, you weren't here, Ulrich, but teleporting away from us. Yeah, it's great. They also do that.
All right, there you go. That's why you can't trust with magic people.
Magic people suck.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so it's 1 hour passes pretty uneventfully. Meal was decent, nothing, like I said, nothing too fancy, but feels good to kind of stretch your legs out a little bit after sitting on the cart for so long. And Garth, Tony, and Tobias all kind of just get back on their carts and say, yeah, we can get going whenever you guys are ready. They put out the campfire like a respectful and honorable person would do if they're out in the wilderness. And you guys can get on your carts however you'd like.
I would imagine that Cromwell would be in my cart, but he has stepped away.
Sure, we'll just do that. Biggin, you can go in whatever cart you'd like. I don't think Cromwell or I don't think Ulrich is going to try to drag you into his cart at this time.
No.
I'll ride with Lando.
Okay.
What? Me and the gnome were having a great time.
Yeah, I've learned to actually enjoy the company of gnomes. Actually, so
Sorry, that was pretty funny. It just caught me in my throat and I couldn't breathe. That's how good it was. So yeah, you guys keep traveling and you find yourselves about an hour out of the Red Larch, and Garth and Tony kind of point out for everyone, yeah, you can see the Red Larch is just over that next hill. And as you guys kind of peer out the cart, you can see, the one hill that you're used to, you recognize seeing, and that's the hill that's like right after that is where the Red Larch kind of begins. And as you guys are all looking out, you hear a growl kind of erupt from all around you. And you guys find yourselves surrounded.
and they got close.
So they appeared out of the ground.
What are those?
They're hellhounds.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
Here we go
And-
again.
Along with these hellhounds, you guys see a unfamiliar creature.
What the fuck is happening?
He
Got
steps away
ambushed.
for a little bit and he's just like, the hell's going on?
What are those?
Sorry, there's not two, there's just one. I apologize.
Oh, good.
Yeah, sorry. So you guys are riding in the cart. You guys are about an hour away outside of the Red Larch.
Is
Tony.
it dark at this point?
No, not yet. It's the sun's still up. Like I said, you guys stopped around 4 o'clock, so it's around 6 o'clock right now. The sun is still in the sky, but it's it is setting. So by the time you guys get to the Red Larch, it would have been not dark, but sunset is what I would say. And as you guys are kind of there, you guys just see appear out of the ground, pretty much out of nowhere. What is this? 7 hellhounds surrounding the carts, and a giant fiery wasp also appear from out of the ground. And Garth's horses rear up, as well as Tony's and Tobias's. And we're gonna roll some initiative, if we could, please.
Make sure you select your token.
Mm-hmm. That would be ideal for me.
We're doing it. It's been so
Nice.
long, I forgot how to roll
shit,
initiative.
I did not fuck up an
There we go.
initiative roll.
I know. Got average. I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
booger cakes. I- this-
Booger cake.
This is the one thing I just can't ever do well.
It's okay. It's
By the way, all my rolls take a while. Nice.
Wow.
DM, just a question
Uh-huh.
for the
Fucking
order.
nice.
Are we, all those things that we got a while back? We're probably attuned to them now, right?
Yes, yeah, you've been attuned to them for a while now.
Did I finally do the public roll right? Did I finally do it? I
Yeah.
did, and guess what? It was a bad roll. What do you know?
Yes,
Well, I
it
mean-
was.
Not as bad as mine.
Oh,
Did you
wow,
roll, did you roll
4.1.
previously? You didn't roll previously. I didn't see.
Wait, Am I able to just change my amount?
Yeah, but there's a log.
Oh, I can. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
know that.
Yeah, but there's a log that'll tell the DM, hey, you're being a bad guy. Stop
I mean,
it.
I just changed it myself.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, I put it back to 15, but I didn't even know I could change it in the first place. Huh.
Nice.
Look at that.
We're gonna just do
That's great. Oh yeah, you can only change your own. That's crazy.
that. So many things I gotta keep track of now, and it's all my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta pay attention to just the dog. We're all just trying to boot our own initiative rolls.
Yeah, and I'm sitting over here trying to keep everything else going.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah.
5
Nice.
monster character sheets, an NPC character sheet.
Yeah. Cool. Looks like you've done it. And Biggin, you are up first, my dude. So as these things kind of pop up from the ground, there's snarling, there's kind of fire around their mouths, and make a perception roll for me. These are open carts, so you guys can see everything. It's not like they're not covered wagons or anything like that. You guys can all roll perceptions if you want, as this combat encounter's going, if you'd all like to. Cool. Yeah, all the people that have rolled, except I think DQ's the only one who hasn't. All of you guys that rolled, you notice that they have collars. Yeah, they all have collars, and there's a unique symbol on there that you recognize as one of the 4 that you saw provided to you earlier from Useless. So if we can go back to our handy little symbols things, it looks like the red one, the one with the kind of circular pot with the line. It's the red one, the red looking one from the symbol of the
Flame
Elder Elemental.
cultists.
I mean, these are hellhounds, not cultists. I mean,
Alright,
sure.
but the symbol is that of the flame.
Yeah. So the fire cult, not the flame cult. Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to provide you that information. If you, I
Got
think
it.
you guys would all
Thank
look
you.
and see that. Cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Have we come across the fire cultists yet?
No, I mean you
No,
you
that's
found
the-
you found the exploding kind of people looking like golems that
Yeah,
Mr.
cool,
Useless
sweet.
just exploded, and you heard Savras saying like those were gifts, yada yada yada.
Okay.
Cool thing. Yeah, what do you
Right.
would you like to do with your turn?
So is it my turn
Mhm.
then? Are we ready to go?
Mhm.
Right. Well, I look over at Ulrich and I say, "It's not quite morphing time yet, but be ready." And then I'll look over at the Hellhound closest and I will cast Ice Knife.
Okay.
And just verify which spell slot. Oh, it's a level 1. Awesome. It's a level 1. Actually, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to burn a level 2 spell slot. And the first thing I'm going to cast on myself, is... Oh, wait. What does Barkskin bring me up to?
16, I think.
16? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will cast Barkskin on myself.
Okay.
And
Is that an action?
yes,
Okay.
I believe it is Barkskin.
Concentration
Submit.
spell.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still have movement and a bonus action, so feel free to do with that what you will.
So then I will get out of the car. I will move close to Lando to react. And I'll just kind of sit there waiting for the next move because we're in between 2 at this point and I don't want to just get out.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
Jump
a
out.
AC of
What? 16?
Yeah. So I go from 15 to 16 DC.
Okay. You mean AC?
AC, yeah.
Okay. So you just move to the back of the cart and you don't. That's all you're doing.
I mean, I could shapeshift, but I want to be able to fight at range if I have to for now.
Okay. Cool. This hellhound up here at the top.
Oh, you skipped Lando.
No, Lando comes after. There's 2 sets of hellhounds. Sorry, I forgot to roll the other set. I didn't want them all to go at once because I feel like that could be terrifying. But when
Yeah,
they rolled
appreciate
almost
it.
the same, I was like, that wasn't ideal either way. But I tried.
You tried.
Yeah, I tried. The hellhound over here is going to rush over at the cart. And sorry, whoops, that was weird. Don't know why they did that. And attempt to breathe fire on the cart.
What?
Oh gosh.
What are these fucking dragons?
The
Gosh.
hellhounds.
Well, doesn't mean they can, fucking spit flames,
Yeah, well, they can. So I'm gonna need L. Warren.
That super hot fire, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah. I'm gonna need L. Warren to make a dexterity saving throw. Let me see if I just want to check and make sure. Cool, you are out of the range, DQ, fortunately.
Oh,
God bless America.
And he does too. 1 second. Your orc buddy, unfortunately, is not the most dexterous, as they would say. Oof. So yeah, so you guys are both going to take. Oh boy.
oh.
Goodbye.
18 points of damage.
Goodbye.
That's one attack?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Only 6 more. We can do it.
And this cart is now on fire.
There's actually 7 more, by the way. Oh, sorry, you meant 6 total. Yeah, you're good. Never mind.
Yeah.
Bad math.
Yeah, this cart is now on fire. Sorry, Phil, you click. This cart is on fire. And your boy up on the top is not looking good at all. And he's very angry. Okay. These hellhounds are just going to rush the cart. And this one will attempt to jump onto the cart.
Which one is that?
The one down here, sorry. This one down here.
Okay.
It's going to attempt to jump on the cart. It does not. It jumps, hits the side of the wagon, and falls to the ground. And it is not looking happy, but it doesn't look hurt. It just looks like its pride is injured, if anything else. Lando. So you saw a hellhound breathe fire like a dragon,
Yeah,
setting
so
a
I'm
cart on
fucking
fire.
gonna-
Yeah, setting this
I'm
cart
gonna
on fire.
jump this dude, but I don't know if I should jump the one over to the right or the one to the left, because I don't know if my gnome buddy's gonna be,
You'll
doing
find out.
well.
You'll find out, won't you?
Probably the one to the right, since there's more people available
I'm not-
for the one on the left.
True. But I don't think I can reach that guy. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. I can jump. Wait, does it take like any of my movement speed to jump off the cart? I think I can move 6 now.
Yeah, you're good.
I think I could before. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna move here.
Gonna rush it. Like
Yeah. If it's like a sneak attack, does he see me coming? Does he see me lumber my way?
Yeah, your jump off the cart sends a slight shockwave out to the world, so everyone
it?
knows
Okay,
you've
cool.
done this. No, I'm kidding. You don't
You
get a
I
sneak
guess you
attack.
could just say that was a land quake.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get a sneak attack because you're not a rogue, but like you catch him and he's
But I am a thief. He's with him.
if you want to try to pickpocket him, feel free. Your hand might get burned, but I have
The
no
whole
problem with that.
hellhound? I don't think he has pockets.
Do you know the anatomy of a hellhound? Maybe he's got pockets built in. I don't know, man.
You could steal his collar.
You could steal his collar,
Okay,
indeed.
so-
Yeah, There you
I'm
go.
gonna go and try and attack him with my berserker axe, and then I think I'm gonna be in for a pretty fucking rude awakening.
Would you like to be in a
Uh,
rage for this?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I guess I can just do that as that's my bonus action, right?
Mhm.
And then I can attack twice now, can't I?
Yes, you can. It's exciting.
Because that's so dope. Man, I don't know if I want to do one-handed or two-handed. I guess if I attack two-handed, does that mean I'm not?
You do more damage,
One-handed.
but you don't have a shield anyway. So well, why wouldn't you do it two-handed?
At least
I
you
thought I-
two-handed.
I thought I
I
had a
would
shield.
always do two-handed.
Do you? Did you pick up a shield?
I have it in my inventory.
Oh yeah, that's
But,
right. Yeah, you can.
I don't know.
If you want to have the
I'm gonna-
shield on, you can. I think you get a bonus 2 AC.
I'm gonna just hit him. Oh,
Yeah.
there it is,
Yeah,
baby.
go ahead. Roll the damage, man. It hits.
Uh,
Don't forget your lightning, right? Or does that
Well,
happen next?
it happens after I go into a
Okay,
rage,
cool.
so
So
that would happen my next turn.
Yeah, cool. 12 damage. That's a big swing.
And then I'm gonna go round 2. I am now probably
It's looking pretty
having
bad.
for the wolf.
Yeah, so you're gonna swing again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a miss, unfortunately, but it's not
Oh.
looking good.
That's good to know.
Would you like to swing recklessly? Because
Like,
it's not
yeah,
looking good, that means you get advantage on the attack.
Sure.
Okay, cool. That's
I mean, I fucking yeah. It's just I'll swing recklessly. Damn it, 7's not a lot, and that one. That's trash.
It's woozy. It's woozy on its feet right now. It's not
So
looking.
I'm-
It's not looking
These
good at
guys
all.
are looking like they have like 20.
It's not looking good at all. But now it's its turn,
Yeah.
and it's exciting.
Fucking fight me.
Yeah, it's excited.
Uh,
It's going to try to bite you.
Cool. Okay, so I have to make a DC saving throw when I
No.
can attack now.
No, this is a bite. This is not a breath of fire. This is a bite.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying I have to make a DC saving throw because of my now weapon.
Oh yes. I mean, you attacked with it, right? So does it go into effect?
It happens when somebody attacks me. I
Yes,
guess they
it'll go
actually
into effect
hit
after it hits. It goes into effect, right?
if it hits.
Yeah. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so you
If I had a
take
shield.
9 piercing damage, which is halved to 4, and you take 3
Cool.
fire damage.
Okay. It's weird that I get fire damage when they bite me, but that's all right. We don't need to look into
There's
this.
fire in their mouth.
Okay, but what is it going to cauterize my wound? Is it just like, are they almost somehow helpful? I don't know.
It coughs fire at you.
Yeah, yeah. As it bites you, it's like
Oh,
that was juicy, and like as you look at your arm,
okay.
there's like it's sagging a little bit from like the fat rolls on your arm are sagging a little bit more than usual.
So I'm now. I have to make a DC saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Yes. A
Lose
wisdom
wisdom.
saving throw,
Yeah.
of which is not what one of my strong suits are.
Lando's
Oh,
not very wise.
15,
I
baby.
think that saves. Yeah, that's
That's
a save.
what I needed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a DC of 15, so it's like perfect. Yeah,
Fuck
save.
yeah for that +1.
Yeah, that's fucking safe.
Okay,
Sick.
so
So then this one is going to
now
attempt to
I can-
jump on this
Okay.
cart here. Let's see if this one will succeed. Nope. It also hits the wall and falls down, looking angrily at this cart. This one over here will try to do the same thing. As the cart's already on fire, he has no reason to try to cause more fire. This one gets on, and it rushes at DQ. That's its turn. Fortunately for you, this one is going to rush on, try to jump up. It succeeds, and it is right up on Garth. Garth is pretty upset. As you guys could imagine, his beloved cart is on fire. He took a lot of fire damage. So he goes into a rage, as he's gonna do, and he's going to make a attack, and his attack hits, and he deals an amount of damage. And this hellhound is not happy, we'll say. He's gonna attack again, and he's ooh, and he smites this hellhound upon the mountain.
Yes.
And he just kind of looks at his cart, and you guys just see a fire in his eyes, that you guys obviously didn't see when you guys were arm wrestling because he was, on your guys' side. And he jumps down to this guy and attacks him, using his aggressive. Oh, sorry, he doesn't get to attack. He gets to move. So he's aggressively moving towards this hellhound that attacked his cart. And that is his turn.
Yeah, go Garth.
Yeah. He crit on that last hit. That's the only reason why he killed that hellhound. It was pretty gnarly. Cool. It's Tobias's turn. Tobias surveys the scene.
This Grand Strangler.
He sees this cart is on fire, and he's like, shit! And he jumps down. He rushes over to this cart. He slides underneath it. And he's underneath this cart, which is on fire, and he's, you guys can't see, but he's doing some stuff. Elwar. Your cart is on fire.
Well, I'm gonna get off that cart that is on fire, for sure. I'm gonna try to head over here somewhere.
Okay, so you will take an attack of opportunity from either this one or this
yeah.
one. Let's use the disengage action, or you can move this way.
Yeah,
and
that's
not
the
have that happen. You can go this way if that makes sense.
No, there's also other things I can do. For example, I'm gonna use my Sapphire Strike spell, which
Okay, cool.
allows me to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Sweet, yeah, I like it.
And it adds 30 feet movement speed too.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go 65, somewhere over here, away from it. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
That elf is gone.
Yeah, but now there's 4 hellhounds and Biggin and a gnome and Garth.
He keeps saying,
Which? Oh, sorry, that's not Biggin. That's DQ. Fuck, your guys' tokens look sort of similar. Except now that I look at them, they don't look similar. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just saw green. I was like, oh, cool, green up top. That's Biggin. And nope, everybody's fucking green. I'm just fucking Tuesdays, man. God.
All right. I'm gonna attack this guy down here.
Okay.
These guys. I am going to use. Well, I'm gonna give myself advantage on this because of Sapphire Strike, and I'm gonna use my
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, let's go,
fuck?
buddy.
Wait,
Let's
so
fucking
you
go.
get advantage, you get to move without taking opportunity attacks,
It's a
and you
It's
get
nice, isn't
double
it?
movement.
It works once, but it's nice when it works.
It's a
Yeah,
concentration
alright.
spell, to be fair, so you can't have Hunter's Mark going at the same time.
Yeah. All right.
But it is a nice spell on the one turn you use it for. That's a
Oh.
hit, my dude. It's a beautiful hit.
Yeah.
Would you like to call down upon lightning, perhaps, with this?
No, I wasn't planning on that actually.
That's fine. So yeah,
But I'm gonna add my Sapphire Strike because it did hit. So.
Yeah. So as you pull back, you release this shot, and there's wind flurrying behind your arrow as it just strikes through the entire hellhound and hits the back of the cart that's on fire. And this hellhound yelps and disintegrates. I would do the voice, but my voice is not going to work. Let that happen. And it disintegrates into the ground. And it is dead.
Nice.
You did a lot of damage, my dude.
I like it. Cool.
You can shoot again.
I have another. Yeah, right. I have another attack. And I'm just gonna go and shoot.
Okay.
I feel like Garth RPA seems to be ready to.
He's not looking good though.
He's not looking good.
No, he's not looking good whatsoever.
Okay, then I'm just gonna. If that's the case, then I'm rather gonna go for this guy here.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna just shoot him regularly.
You still have advantage because this is the same attack.
Oh, I do.
So do you wanna roll that with your sharpshooter?
Yeah,
go
that
for
makes more sense then. If I do have that advantage.
Yeah,
then.
it should be for the entire turn. I don't think it's just one portion of your attack that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
haven't used it while we had the 2 attempts.
Yeah,
I think
no
that's
problem.
why. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's
obviously
crit.
then.
Yeah, let's go, dude. And your
That's the
Zephyr Strike
case.
goes through for this one as well, I believe.
Damn.
What the fuck? That's so much.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So you see
Get
a
wrecked, son.
You had it on everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you kind of release, you see a bigger gust of wind than last time kind of rush through, and you hit this hellhound right in the square of the back of its head. As
Is he
it
gonna kill Garth?
no, that would be insane on a crit, on that 20. That would be insane.
Well, it went through the other
Would be
one.
pretty cool though.
Yeah. So
I
it
was
hits.
just gonna go by.
So it flies through this hellhound's head,
Mm,
and
wow.
it curves
Damn
up.
angles.
It curves up as it happens, and the arrow actually comes back and puts itself back in your quiver.
Wait.
Nice.
Yeah, you've manipulated the wind in such a way that the arrow went back into your quiver as this hellhound is also dead.
Can
Fucking,
you manipulate it to hit the other hellhound?
fucking
Yeah, I was gonna
Sniper
say.
McGee.
Go to the next one.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah, that's
Sniper
good.
McGee over here. The wind was favorable enough to you to do that. It wasn't willing to curve it like around Garth's head, around DQ, and then hit the hellhound.
Nope. You weren't trying to like bend it like Beckham, you know?
He was not trying
You'll
to
get
wander
there
this.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually. He's working on it.
Keep working at it. You'll
Yeah.
become a good enough archer soon enough.
Or
Don't
like
worry about it.
Yondu, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that is your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. So this Hell Wasp it's his turn, and it kind of looks at you, sees what you've done, and it's creepy looking. It's a big boy. Ooh, and you're in its range.
Quite
dude.
large indeed.
It's gonna fly over to you,
Oh.
and it's gonna look at you. It's going to attempt to sting you.
Mm.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
All right. Does the 22 does hit, though, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, you are going to take 16 piercing damage from this thing.
Jesus.
Not looking good.
Goodbye, elf.
That is its turn, though, for what it's worth. Ulrich.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
So do you trigger the opportunity attack from the Hellhound
Yeah.
as you do this? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to confirm you weren't like walking around.
No.
All right, if you have to move
Oh,
before, like I have no problem with it, but
No, I do not.
okay, that's fair. That's fair. I just wanted to give you the option. 8 doesn't hit. You're good.
Yeah, so that's my turn.
Yeah, I love it. It's fucking great. You still have a bonus action, so you can have the shield do something if you want it to.
It is ready to be hit.
No, I need it. So
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to just give you that option. Yeah. Cool. DQ.
Dang it, this mic doesn't. Whenever I click it. Okay. Anyway, how would you describe the posture of the hellhound next to me?
Ready to bite your head off.
Okay, looking directly at me.
Mhm.
It's gnarly. Got it. Okay, cool. With that in mind, I would probably not a good time to use my new weapon or anything like that.
So you can use the disengage as a bonus action and like skedaddle off and shoot him.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, you are a rogue, so you get to do that as a bonus action.
Yes, I should do that. So with that in mind, I am going to jump off this in, let me see the vicinity that I want to go real quick. I'm going to go towards this man right here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to exactly. It was I'm not a coward, but also,
Yeah, so
it's strategically wise for me to partner up with you, okay?
Sure. So you're like running, and like this half of the cart is on fire, right? This entire half of the cart is on fire.
I totally knew that.
So you can retcon this if you'd like. But the way I'm imagining this is
I imagine myself getting out this way. and then
Okay.
going like there.
Yeah, that's fine. But you see Garth just like bleeding, and he's like burnt up. But you see like a
Yes,
fire
yes,
in
I
the rage
recall
in his
that.
eyes, and you're
Yes.
like, "This is my shield." That's how I imagine this playing
That's
out.
exactly how it is. It's a pretty cool shield if I
Yeah,
had to say
I agree.
so
I
myself.
agree. I agree.
I'm just more like seeing him be like, "There's a big dude. I'm gonna hide behind him." And
It's,
then he
it's
gets
more
closer.
that in
exactly.
my head, but like
He gets closer, and it's like, "Oh,
I like
fuck."
the DM's take of that. So
Yeah.
I will go
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
100%. It's
with-
he's bigger than me, so I'm gonna stand next to him. But as you approach, you're like, "Ah, fuck! I forgot about this."
I forgot about the exactly just
My shit's
adrenaline,
fucked up.
thoughts and battle, pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So thing is, I have my whisper bow,
Mhm.
and I would like to draw that back
Mhm.
and give it a good old whirl.
Yeah, that hits.
Quite solid hit, I must say so myself.
Mhm.
And with that in mind, I will deal damage, hopefully, of some kind.
Yeah, so it is doing the piercing damage because you're not hidden. So you do 5.
Are you sure I'm
piercing
not
damage.
hidden? I mean, do you see this quite
So you
strong fellow
used
next to me?
you used your bonus action to disengage. If you
Ah.
hadn't done that, you could have done a bonus action to hide, and then you could have rolled stealth. But since you disengaged, and if you'd like to retract that and you want to hide instead and take
No,
an
it's
opportunity
okay.
attack,
It's okay.
Okay.
I like this scenario better. It's okay.
cool. Yeah, so you deal 5 damage to
Thank
it.
you,
It's
though.
not, and you pierce it in its side, and it's like ah. And as you hit it, you see some like a little bit of like molten lava. It looks like flow out of it, and then it just
yes.
it solidifies on its side.
I would like to inspect that later, but
Mhm. And I need
With
you to
that in
make
mind,
a wisdom saving throw for me.
oh, even better.
Okay. So as you shoot your bow.
Oh god, am I dead?
No, what? That's crazy. That'd be a crazy way to go.
Perfect.
You get this happens. So I'm gonna shoot this over to you as a message on Discord.
What?
I don't know what that is, but congrats.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click it.
Yeah, you're good.
It's-
And
Jesus,
so,
am I reading a poem? What is this? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So that starts to occur to you, and the effect of that is going to occur to you next turn, if that makes sense. So you can feel
that
free to read
makes
that, and then
sense.
we'll parse through the rest of the round until it gets back to you.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any
Sound-
questions in between. You can ping me on Discord or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Okay.
It is Tony's turn. Tony looks over at Garth, looks over at his cart, looks over at Garth's cart, and says, "Motherfuckers!" And he draws his bow out and shoots this hellhound. Well, at least he attempts to. Ooh, he hits, and he does some amount of damage. And he hops off of his cart and slowly moves this way, away from his cart, attempting to lure this hellhound away from the cart because he doesn't want his cart to go up in flames. Cool. Cromwell, you have a action available to you with your crit fail. So you can either move and take a bonus action, or you can attack and use a bonus action. How would you like to do this?
1 second. I didn't think I'd even get a turn this time around.
There's a lot of
Aren't
them.
you
Now.
You're a lucky fellow.
That's for sure. I don't know if I have anything that I guess I do. I can you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and move off the cart. Let's see, how far can I move? 30. I will move here. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so
Cool.
you're moving away from that. Are you doing anything as you do this? Like, you have bonus action left, so you can like yell as a free action, or you can do some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself Shield of Faith.
Okay, go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Okay, so it's a concentration spell. Plus 2 AC, got it. Cool. All right, sweet. Oh, L. Warren, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. because you had Zephyr Strike still up, and it's a concentration spell when you got hit by the wasp. I'm correct, right? Elwarn. Cool. So your Zephyr Strike has dropped off.
Okay.
You've lost focus on it because of the talon hitting you. Sorry, I forgot that earlier.
That
Babe,
makes sense.
it is your turn.
Right. So, I'll look at the hellhound in front of me, and I'll kind of survey the situation. I'm gonna throw ice knife
Okay.
at that doesn't drop my concentration, right?
No, as long as it's not another concentration spell, you are good to go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna target the guy closest to me and
Okay.
throw ice knife at him.
Okay. Ooh, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. The crit fail table. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
What will
God,
happen to
why?
you?
On-
Dun,
Let's
dun,
roll
dun,
back to
dun.
100.
On this episode of the crit roll failure,
It'll happen more often because we get more attacks.
Yes, it will. That is the
probability goes up with every time.
39. As your ice knife kind of comes out of your hand, it drops, hits you in the knee. You don't take any damage, but it makes you kind of like clutch your knee, and you're on your knees, incapacitated for the next round.
Should have been an arrow knife.
I can't use my bonus action to get up.
You're incapacitated. So you could get up, but you're not going to be able to do anything.
Aren't you glad you went this turn?
No, I'm not.
Cool. That is your turn. That was a great crit fail. I loved it. Sweet.
That's why you can't trust magic, man.
I just feel myself going.
Yeah.
Man, is he about to get like roasted alive? Because
Maybe.
I have to go over there and fucking save his ass.
Maybe.
Ugh.
We're gonna find out,
We
won't
should,
we?
we should start roasting him for how dumb he just looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the smart one in the group here, and he's over here just clutching his own ice knife knee. Jesus, that's a mouthful, by the way. Yeah.
Let me check something on capacitated real quick.
It's a bad one.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you're in for a rough time here. So this hellhound starts to breathe fire onto this cart, and Big, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me with disadvantage.
Wait, homeboy at the bottom. Homeboy at the bottom was part of the first round.
Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. I apologize. We will rewind
Oh,
that
he was-
back until after Lando goes. I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah, I could have a chance.
You
This
have
is
a
an
chance.
opportunity.
Yeah, you have a chance.
Yeah.
This
I
hellhound
think
is
it's
going to. Sorry, it's going to rush over to this guy and attempt to bite him. Ooh. He crit fails. Let's see what he gets to do. Crit roll table. Crit fails for everyone. Ooh, 100.
Should be something good or terrible.
Crit failed, and
He's
then
dead.
he got a perfect.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry. Am I looking at that number right?
You are looking at that number correctly. This is crazy. Okay. So he goes and lunges to bite at Tony, but the horses around Tony kind of notice this hellhound rushing, and they kind of stick their like back legs out and kick him as this hellhound is rushing towards them. He goes in to bite, gets flipped up on his back, falls on the ground, cracking. You hear a large like crack and thud, and both horses next to this hellhound just step on him and kick him, and he takes a lot of damage and he's prone.
You say they broke his nuts?
They kicked,
That's what I heard.
yes,
Yeah, me too.
They kicked his legs out from under him. He does like a somersault, and then they kind of stamp him as he's on the ground.
On his nuts.
Perhaps, yeah. I don't know if these hounds have nuts. I didn't think about the anatomy that way.
Well, that's what you said earlier.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think he said it's nuts. What's happening?
It's
I don't
nutty.
even. It's possible. I don't even remember saying the word nuts, but that just might
It's
be my.
zany. I heard you say balls. I do recall that.
I don't think that's. My voice is.
We're gonna have to play it back.
We're gonna have to
We're
play the
gonna-
pod. Someone get the
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah, let's put
Tony,
that.
pull that up.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yeah. Tony, run back the tape for everyone. Cool. Lando, it is your turn. You've got a half dead looking hellhound next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hit this guy. Oh, what if I bitch slap him to death?
You could try. You might
Nah.
you might feel some heat. But
I'm gonna hit him in the face with my fuck.
Would you like to attack recklessly?
Oh, I mean I feel like that's a cop out, you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Just,
Yeah. That's
just
fair.
because I feel like that shit's a cop out.
That's fair. Yeah. Go
But
ahead
you
and
know
roll.
what?
Do you
I'm an idiot, so fuck yeah, let's do it recklessly.
Sure. Yeah. That hits.
Love that. Oh, what is going on now?
Yeah. So you guys just see Lando, and he swings. It originally looks like it's gonna miss, but his belly's forward momentum moves him closer to the target as he's swinging, and he brings his axe down, cutting the head off this hellhound, and he somersaults over the hellhound, landing there, and the hellhound fizzles into the ground.
Oh, it's just a convenient
I
way
would
that
like to clap.
to the other guy.
Oh, I mean, you can somersault a different way. I was just, the way that I was thinking about it is like you're leaning into him as you're attacking recklessly, and
I
your
almost
belly.
like boomerang myself just around this guy out of the ferocity of this axe thrust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm cool with
But
that.
you're
I
able
like
to
that.
like with the somersault, you're back on your feet. You're not like on your ass or anything like that. Like you're back on your feet.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
can
thinking
still
I'm
move.
like spinning though, you know, like I literally turn into a whirlwind and then just move around to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, cool. I'm so behind that. That sounds awesome.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Can I beat you?
No. Cool. So then I have to now attack something.
Mhm.
Wait, no, I don't. I'm still not in a rage, but
Mhm.
I'm not, you know, all fucked up, but I have to. I'm gonna move. I think, you know, just go. I can go back up on the cart.
Yeah. I think you have 30 movement. I don't know what you have now. I think you have
I
30
think
because you're a
it's-
barbarian or whatever.
It's 30. Yeah,
Whatever it says on your
cool.
character sheet. Yeah.
I'm gonna just hop back up here with my boy Biggin, who's, you know, all fucked up right now, and then I will hopefully, you know, be his savior.
Sure. Sweet. Nice turn.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now this hellhound's gonna do that fire thing that I was talking to you about. I believe since you're raging, you have advantage on dexterity checks, Lando.
No, he's not raging. He specifically said he was.
No, he's raging, but he's not berserker
No.
raging. He's not the berserker
Not
axe.
yet.
Okay.
Oh,
If
do you have
he-
to
if
roll
he-
for the berserker axe now, or is it just the one time and then you're good if once you save?
I think it's anytime anybody hits me.
Oh, okay, yeah, you've been hit then. Yeah, we're good. So I
But
think
no-
you have
well, no,
advantage. Double check for me. I think you have advantage on dexterity checks with your rage. Like dexterity
Because
saving
of-
throws. Like things you can see. You can see this guy breathing fire.
You get multiple threats, you return.
Just confirm, and then roll.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you do.
Wait.
But go ahead and roll.
I'm looking at the wrong page. Which am I looking for again?
Your rage.
Because of my rage.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at the fucking bonus axe right now, which was not the right one. Rage. Oh, I had it closed. Resistance, cast spells. Last a minute.
Or is it
Strength saving
danger
throws.
sense? Sorry, danger sense.
Oh,
Yeah, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects you can see. Yeah.
yeah.
So you will have advantage on this dexterity saving throw, and while Biggin has disadvantage for clutching his knee, his iced out knee. DC 12. Go ahead and roll that for me, boys.
I don't know what that means.
Saving throw. Top left corner.
Oh wait,
Oh.
I have to roll.
No,
Sorry,
that's
I
good.
made
No,
the wrong
that's
roll.
no, that's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So Lando
I failed
saves. Biggin misses it. Yeah.
You said that like you expected it.
Me?
No, DM.
Well, he has disadvantage, and he only has a +1. So
Oh yeah.
statistically,
that's-
right? Like.
Yeah.
Um,
I just
right.
like your tone on it.
Yeah. So Biggin, you're taking 20 points of fire damage. Lando,
Oh,
you're
for
taking
fuck's
10.
sake.
Lando, you take 10 points of fire damage because you saved on it. So now, Biggin, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to keep your concentration for your bark shield. And Lando, you know what you gotta do with your wisdom save.
Yeah, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, buddy.
You are a raging. You are a
Yes.
raging hot mess.
Does that mean I get to turn around and like hit him, or does that mean like my next turn? I have
Next
to turn around
turn.
and
Yeah,
fucking
he's not in range, so I would say next turn.
Well, he is in range, and I technically could see him.
He's not in
He's not-
melee range. Your current weapon is a melee weapon. If you had the ball out the entire time, I would give it to you.
And like let me attack him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I can't do that. I have a disadvantage if I use anything away.
Cool. So you keep your bark skin, Biggin.
Great. But I'm burning.
And the card is on fire.
Oh wait, it's once per combat.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then you're good. You don't have to worry about it. That's what I thought. I was like, pretty sure it's once per combat.
I literally just read that when I might have just, I don't know why this is the first part of this entire sentence. I just didn't read. So
Yeah.
fucking DC 15 was all I saw, and then I left. Okay, cool. So we're chilling. Oh, I at least do that once. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna get
what I was telling you. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not that bad. It's just like the first time, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I was thinking it was every time, and then I'm just gonna start running around and killing people like a fucking, I don't know, animal.
no.
Berserker.
Yeah. So this hellhound is going to bite Garth as he runs up because Garth looks pretty woozy on his feet and he misses. Garth deftly crouches as the hellhound's bite goes over his head, and he laughs with some fire in his eyes. It is his turn. He's going to attack this hellhound. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, baby. Critical failures. We're getting a lot today. I'm really excited.
Yeah, there was so many.
Yeah, we're getting a lot out of the way. I'm liking it. Cool. He has swung. He misses, hits the ground. The shock goes up his arm, and he falls to his knees well. Discombobulated. He's incapacitated for a round. Cool. You guys don't see this, but Tobias he pulls out some stuff, and the fire on the cart goes out. And you guys hear a laugh, a high-pitched laugh, and he runs out and goes here and hides underneath the horses.
Bitch.
He just put out the fire on the cart, so I guess.
Yeah, but he's hiding.
Well, yeah, we can get into this later. I'm not. There's no
Yeah.
fucking worry about it in combat. Elmore, you are up, good sir.
Yeah, I would like to get away from this wasp. I would most likely. Would there be an opportunity attack if I move away now?
Yes, or you can take the disengage action, or you can use Zephyr Strike again, because you have dropped the
Right,
concentration on it.
Right, I could just use it again. Why not just do that?
So you did
Wait.
Zephyr Strike.
Would it be inside his attack range?
Yeah, it's 5 feet away. It's diagonal.
I mean, if I can use Zephyr Strike, I mean, why not? It was pretty successful the first time, so. Yeah, I guess.
Why the fuck not, indeed?
Come toward me.
I'll just move, I don't know, I'll 5.
So the way that I imagine this, Ulrich is like, shit, the elf needs help. I'm gonna run to him, and then the elf is like, peace, as he skedaddles away as soon as you get there.
I did my job.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's like perfect roll.
I mean, if I stay there, just
It's
way too
great.
close to me.
I'm saying it's like really well played, like strategically, right? Because you are the range damage dealer, and Ulrich is the tank looking to get as much aggro as possible, right? So it's great.
It'd be a great opportunity to get into attack range of the big guy.
DM, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
If this weapon says my hit points go up for each level I've attained, does that mean I get 5 more hit points?
If it didn't already do that for you, yes, but I think I may have already done it. I'm not sure. Because I think you were at 46 prior, and then it gave you I could be wrong, though.
I don't remember what I thought I got to 46 when I leveled up to 5, not when I got the axe.
Yeah, so then the axe gave you the 5 that puts you at 51 right now.
No, but I had leveled to 51 when I leveled to 5 with like from the leveling part. Was that, I think I got 7.
That means you rolled really low, but we'll talk about it later.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, we talk about it later. Cool. Yeah, so you use your Zephyr thing to get away.
Okay.
And you're shooting now.
Yeah, so I was thinking I'm just gonna do pretty much what I did last round, but I'm gonna use my Stormbow and the Sunmode arrow for it this time to have even more fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
See how that's gonna work. Oh, I'm gonna attack the wasp, obviously.
Yeah, you definitely hit my dude.
It's pretty good.
See, we're getting the high highs and the low lows as well. Yeah. So you deal. Holy shit! I need it.
Well, let me add.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ! 1 second. Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
I like how one it was on your your sun mode really did you a favor on that second one. Although that's only 3 damage, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Bruh, I hate you so much. You made these encounters so like pointless.
62 damage? Is that how much he's doing?
No, the
No,
second
minus
19 doesn't
19.
count. Yeah, the second
The
19.
Okay.
second routine.
If he did, I would call shenanigans and
Some
just
quick
start,
maths right there.
Yeah, just start fucking throwing giants at y'all and be like, have fun. He can do 50 damage a turn. Should be easy, right?
He only did 43.
Yeah, that's on his
Theoretically,
one hit. That's on.
Yeah,
he has
that's
another hit
first
to
catch.
go.
Yeah.
He's got
No,
another hit to go.
I have to go in 4 minutes, and it's very unfortunate because if I hit one of these guys, I can hit him for like 45 damage in 1 hit.
Yeah. Cool.
Gosh, so yoked.
So L1, yes, you hit, and you have wind and lightning just kind of swirling in a vortex, homing in on this hell wasp as you strike it right into the center, and you see a small explosion occur within it, and bits and pieces of its center start splurting out. It's not dead, but it's not looking good at all, and it just screeches. And you can attack again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another hit.
Hey, bye.
Yeah, and it's same thing. This time, as you pierce through it, it goes through the back, and it flips around, and it seems like lightning is now propelling it, and it hits it in the back of the head, and the head explodes. And it's Gonzo.
Well, that was easy.
Sweet.
I thought that was supposed to be the boss.
Wow, how the turns have tabled.
All right, Orc, it is your turn.
All right.
Now he starts throwing giants at us at every encounter.
Maybe.
Get over here. And then, you know what? Just for fun, I'm going to use Commander Strike.
Oh yes, let's go.
So I'm going to forego one of my attacks and use my bonus action to have Elwarren attack.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Couldn't go for it. Yeah. I'm gonna say you don't have the Zephyr Strike anymore, Elwarren, but you can.
Okay.
You can still. You have one Sunmote arrow left, I believe. Right?
I
'Cause
had
you have
4,
3?
so I should have 2.
Oh, you have 4. Okay,
I have
cool, yeah,
4.
you have 2. Yeah, you have 2 left then. Yeah.
Oh wait, I only had
I thought you only had 3. That's what I was confused. I thought you had like 2.
I
or
only
3.
had 2, I think.
Okay, yeah. So then you're out of Sunmote arrows, but you can shoot regularly.
Yeah.
You can still add lightning damage without a Sunmote arrow with
Yeah.
the thing, but yeah, you have to use a spell slot.
I'll use the Stormbow,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm not going to use my sharpshooter since I don't have advantage anymore.
Okay.
So just regular with Stormbow.
Sure.
So check like 7 boxes.
That's
Yeah.
a hit. Okay, and roll damage.
And
Cool.
he gets an additional 2 damage.
Yeah, so as this arrow kind of flies through the air,
Big spender.
you see
I like the turn superiority dice.
That's right.
this arrow kind of do a couple loop-de-loops, and little lightning crackles kind of form on it as it hits this hellhound in the head, and you see a lightning surge kind of go through the hellhound, and it drops to the floor, dead so.
Nice. That was easy.
Nice.
Still got
One
2
left.
left.
2?
You did anything else?
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
got one down here and you got one over here.
I have no. I have an attack left. That's all I can
Would
do.
you like to hit a horse?
Nah, I'm good.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So.
Turn
um,
over.
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty cool if you did.
Cool. DQ. It's your those things are happening to you.
Yeah, now I lost my train of thought. So is
So-
the guy in front of Yeah, could you help me out?
Yeah. So I think only Ulrich would be able to see this. Ulrich, make a perception check for me.
All right. Should be pretty good.
Or Elwarn, you can also see from where you are at. Make a perception check as well.
Never mind.
Yeah. So Elwarn, you see as soon
It's
as
like his third fucking nat 20.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
Oh my
The
god.
dice cards are with Elwarn today. You see DQ's eyes go blank for a second, and then slowly glaze over, and you see a black fog start to roll into his eyes, and his eyes are now completely black. There's no pupil, there's no iris. Everything is black.
Okay.
I'm unable to see right now.
So
You're-
he's the real boss.
You're
I'm
still able
really-
to see. You're still able to see, but everything is black.
can see.
From what Warren can just see your eyes have gone completely
Everything
black.
feels fuzzy.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. Is this this guy in front of me? Is this what the kids call Burning Man?
Perhaps.
Since
And
oh,
you hear a voice
I-
start to play in your head, a woman's voice, and
Hey,
That
there's
pop-
actually a really good song by Wax Taylor that has that same name. You guys should check it out.
is that Mother?
and you see a figure off in the distance, beckoning for
Which
you.
direction?
Up here. To look this way.
North. Oh,
You see a
I'm
figure
wondering what that.
beckoning for you to follow.
Who is that?
As she kind of turns and starts walking away.
But who is that? I just keep asking that. Is that you, Mother? Is that you?
You hear
Goddamn hell.
nothing.
Who is she?
The rest of you guys can't hear anything, but DQ, you kind of hear the same kind of soothing voice that you haven't heard in a while, just slowly play through your head.
I still ponder what's happening behind me,
Sure.
but I'm very. What do I see behind me as I look back towards the scene of the wreckage?
You see a dog playing with looks like his orc master.
Ah,
You see some horses and carts. You see a group of people that you don't recognize anymore, but you feel like you know who they are, and it makes you a little angry as you think about them. So you kind of turn your mind from them, and you see a small little gnome hiding in between some horses. You kind of chuckle a little bit as you see a large dragonborn kind of standing over this hellhound's body, and you're a little confused. You're like, wait, I thought dogs were supposed to be friends. As you kind of keep wandering, and you'll
really
stop
say
right
I don't
about
want to
here.
be here anymore.
Yeah, you'll stop right about here.
Okay.
Quick pause.
Mhm.
I gotta go
Yep.
and
Adios.
could probably just roleplay the rest of my
Yeah, I
character.
got you. You're good.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna have you
Have a
run
good
and
one.
attack stuff, so it's
Yeah.
same thing that you do
It's good.
normally. Cool. All
Bye.
right. So then you see the dragonborn over here. He is going to attack the hellhound down south here, and he misses. And he just kind of looks at his bow, and he's like, "I swore I was better at this." And he kind of starts to move here to get a better angle. He's thinking maybe that the horses in the cart were obstructing his view. Cromwell runs straight at this hellhound. It's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He makes it here. That's his turn. Biggin, you are incapacitated this turn, so you're kind of reconfiguring yourself. And you can't take any actions, but you can move. and use bonus actions. Weird. You can't make an action to attack or anything like that, but you can move.
Let's see. So I'm still incapacitated at this point, right?
Yeah, so you can move and you can take bonus actions, but you can't take any actions or reactions.
Fuck.
And the cart is on fire.
Well, I'll get out of the cart.
Okay. So that is going through the fire.
Well, which way is it not on fire?
The backside. This way. Right, because he was here and he breathed fire at you guys, so it would make sense at this
Okay.
the cart's on fire.
How much health does our orc friend have up at the top?
Not a lot. He's not looking good. And he has now been deserted.
Can I at least use a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. I was here, I guess.
I'm just gonna take the little thing off of you, so we know you're not incapacitated anymore for this round.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just from there. Okay.
Can you
So,
move 40?
and I can move 30. So hang on. So just within shouting distance.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will hop off in this general direction
Sure.
and no actions, right?
No actions. So you can use healing
So-
word if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use a healing. I'm gonna use a bonus action, burn another level 2 spell slot, and upcast healing word at level 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna target Garth
Mhm.
and heal him with a word for that beautiful 7 and 10 healing damage.
Not bad.
Roll that beautiful healing footage, guys.
Cool. Yeah. So you see his burns and his like the bite marks and stuff like that on him slowly start to fade and recede. And he's looking better. He's not fully healed, but he's looking better than he had previously.
Good.
Cool.
And I end my turn because I can't do fuck all else.
Sweet. These
And
all
just
have
one more thing, I'm wondering,
gone.
is this what I think it is up here? The thing that I'm pinging?
I don't see you pinging anything. So you guys don't see that.
Oh, we don't see
It's,
that.
it's just DQ that's seeing that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Got it.
Maybe it does or it doesn't exist, but you guys have no awareness of that's there. I just left it on the map so that he knew where he was going, if that makes sense.
What is it? What is it?
It's something that he sees that you guys don't see.
Is he about to die?
Maybe. Cool. Big inland. Landon, it's your turn.
Okay, so, well, I'm gonna just jump off the cart here, and then I'm gonna run at this guy, and, finish our dinner. Just use him with BA. Attempt to hit him with my axe.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Obviously does. Love that. He's also gonna get aura blasted, possibly, if he fails his DC. Ooh, big aura blast. Ooh, killing blow if that thing goes through. Brother.
It does not. He takes half damage. He hit his feet, but you don't get like all the way up his leg. He's not looking good though, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. Let's just see. Luck of the draw, baby. Damn it. I have to do the recklessly thing on my first attack, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say from now on I won't. You have to, if you're gonna recklessly attack, you're gonna do it for both. You can't just like flip flop.
Yeah, no, I know. I wasn't
you're
planning on it. Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, you missed. That's fine. Not a huge deal. It's not looking good. The Hellhound's going to go and it's going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
Ooh, a 24 does hit. So you
That
take
is correct.
3 piercing damage and
Cool.
2 fire damage.
Nice. I'm coming out of this shit pretty unscathed.
Yeah, it's not rolling very well on the attack.
Everybody else
Yeah.
got wrecked when they took hits, and I'm here just taking bites, left and right, getting hit with flames. I'm just coming through it all, man. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, this Hellhound
Unreal.
up here is going to bite Garth. That is a hit, and your boy Garth is down, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck.
He's not dead. He's just the flames of the bite that that bite out of his arm sends him to the floor, and he's unconscious. So I will do this.
Did you account for the 7 healing? Or 10
Yes.
healing?
Yes.
Oh man, he was in a bad row
Yeah, he
before.
was looking real bad before.
He was in a rough
Yeah,
shape.
he was in rough shape.
Literally every turn the DM's like, he's not looking good.
Everyone's like, he's got this. He's Garth.
I was
He's
gonna
the
say-
strongest
Hey
of
man,
them all.
Garth always finds a way to pull through, you know, like
Exactly,
Garth
right?
Brooks.
Exactly. Cool. Tobias is like, Garth, no. But he's like, he refocuses himself. He's like, no, I have a task. I need to do this. I need to take care of this. And you see him skedaddle underneath the cart, and he fiddles the few things, and the fire goes out on the cart. That's his turn. Now Warren. I would say that this hellhound is kind of obscured by the cart, but you can see this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just move 35 up here. Yeah. How far is this guy away from me?
Within range. You're a sharpshooter. Within range.
Yeah. No, but not within range for another bonus action. But I can cast Entos Mark on him since I can see him.
Mm-hmm.
So I will do that as my bonus action.
Okay. I will mark him for you. Click on it. There we go.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
okay.
to shoot him.
That's a
Oh,
hit.
there it is.
Don't forget the hunter's mark.
Coming.
Okay, 8 damage, not bad. Lowest for you tonight, but I mean,
I don't know.
normal for most people.
Yeah. And I'll do
Attacking
the
you.
same again.
It's bullshit. Yeah, that's another hit.
Wow. Nice.
Not bad.
That's
Yeah,
better.
so this one pierces through the hellhound. It seems to sink in to its core, and everyone hears a slight clink, and the hellhound implodes. Just fire burning on the cart. It doesn't hit Garth or anything like that. It's just small little implosion, and it sizzles and fades. Nice job.
Oh.
Mark, got 1 hellhound left, my dude.
We also have a half dying, or almost dying. Orc
Yeah, I'm
there.
gonna rush up to him.
Mhm.
And that's my turn.
Nice.
I don't think
Wow.
healing or stabilizing is a bonus action, right?
No, that's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
If you had
Next
like a
turn.
potion, I could say you could have it at the ready to like
Nah.
administer. But yeah,
No one
Uh,
trusts me with potions.
that's fine. DQ, yeah. So you s-
finger.
So I like to imagine here, DM, and correct me if this is incorrect, but I like to imagine that all the faces behind me are kind of just like dark, ambiguous shadows.
Yep. Now they're slowly
Essentially with
blurring.
faceless shadows that are blurring.
Yep. They're
And I
blurring
kind of want to
away.
I want to yell stranger danger, and I kind of want to pull out my bow and fire randomly in the direction around here,
Okay.
just vaguely towards this creature.
Okay.
Can I do?
Yeah.
Can I shoot it with the whisper bow?
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. All coming to according to plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit that spot
Yes.
with that shot.
You do hit the spot right here, right next to the right next to Tony.
Beautiful.
And
How much damage do I do to the ground?
Yeah, so this arrow flies as he yells stranger danger, and it arcs in a weird way. You guys that are kind of watching notice. DQ's normal shots are pretty straight to the point. This one kind of teeters a little bit in the air as it kind of flies and drops next to Tony, and it freaks Tony out because he's not expecting this. He's like, what the fuck? And yeah, your arrow is lodged straight into the ground.
And during that moment, are the other party members looking at the arrow? Are they like wondering what I'm shooting at or what I'm doing?
I'll leave that up to them.
Would they need perception, or are you guys interested in what that shot is?
Yeah, I'll leave that up to
I
them.
don't think I can see it.
Ulrich would be, but he's kind of focused on this orc. So,
I'm
and
fighting
he's-
somebody.
Yeah, I would say Biggin is probably the only one that can see you doing that. El Warren, Ulrich, you guys probably hear the twang and the
That's what I was
sound
wondering.
of it crashing into the ground. And Ulrich, you could probably turn and see that. Cromwell definitely sees it. Lando, you can see it from where you are. Like you see the arrow land, but you don't see
Yeah.
like where it was shot from necessarily.
And within that moment, I start to find comfort in the voice of what I think might be my mother,
Mhm.
and I just quickly dash towards that area.
Yep, and I need Biggin to make a perception check for me.
Okay. You okay? Perception check.
So you see him shoot this arrow and rush off into a wooded area.
Okay.
He's not looking back. He's not looking for any of you. He's just off.
He's literally booking it in whatever direction he wants.
To you guys, it seems.
Got
Yeah. Tony is still a little frazzled, but he takes out his bow and tries to shoot again, hoping that he'll hit this time. He hits, and he does. Ooh, you're gonna be sad, Mr. Lando. He does enough, and he strikes at the core of this hellhound, and it has a
And
small
Tony,
little
Tony
implosion.
was useful. Gosh,
Yeah,
you know, he
small.
didn't do anything for 3 turns.
He didn't hit any times. You're right.
Hey, it's me, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dragonborn, fucking more like, just born. Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, so with
Got
that,
him.
with that, combat is over.
Man, I
so
basically
yeah.
killed 2.
Oh, I'm gonna stabilize.
Yep. Yeah, he's good. If anybody wanted
Okay.
to like apply healing magic or whatever to him, he's back up on his feet.
Is there anything that's lootable on these dudes? Even though I didn't really try to combat loot, I'm
Just,
gonna,
just the colors that I explained earlier.
I'll run up to him and cast a healing word at level 1 on our friend there, our orc friend there.
All right. Well, we survived another one. Everyone got all their toes and
I'm
whatnot.
sorry, I didn't mean healing word. I meant
Yeah, you heal him. It's fine, dude. No worries. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna make me burn a spell slot?
No. Just use the same spell slot for whatever you're trying to do. Cure wounds. I'm guessing is what you're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cure wounds
Just
is level
go ahead and click that. It's fine.
Cool.
Does the same amount of healing.
Same
Nice.
thing,
Yeah,
nice.
same thing. Nice. So Tony's like up and he's breathing a little raggedly. Or sorry, Garth is breathing a little raggedly. He's like, "What the fuck, guys? Was that?"
We didn't expect that, mate.
Well, it seems like we paid you considerably more than maybe your value.
Did you just tell him he was useless?
Yeah. Yeah. He did kill like 2 of them, I think.
He killed
He
1.
definitely killed one.
He definitely killed 1. Yeah.
I think the hero of the day was El Warren, even though he got
yeah.
wrecked.
100%.
Right, yeah.
100%. Oh, that's fine. And he kind of
But
stands up. He's a
if
little dazed.
we weren't here, they wouldn't have made it.
No,
Or if
agreed,
we were
agreed.
like
Yeah.
peasant people.
Not with
Oh my God.
useless born Tony over there. Jesus.
Yeah, Tony's sulking a little bit. You guys
Yeah.
see Tobias kind of peek his head out from underneath the carts. He's like, "Hey
Now
guys."
Now Tobias, he was pulling his weight. That guy.
He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, this
He
guy
did his
gets
part.
it. This guy gets it. This guy knows what I was doing. He's keeping the carts from catching on fire fully." And he goes
So,
around repairing the carts as you guys are chatting.
Where's DQ? Thought he was going after one of them hellhounds or whatever.
Yeah, did anybody see where he went?
He went off in this. Aye, laddies, he went off in this direction. And I'll point in the direction he went.
Oh, he's now not on your map anymore, but I'm gonna leave him there so you can. Oh, you can still see stuff, right? Yeah, you can still see stuff, right, Mr. DQ. You can still see the map.
What's that?
You can still see the map,
Can you
right?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So he is in the forest somewhere, and you guys could try to track him if you'd like, or you guys can. What would you guys do with this? He's nowhere in sight, is what I should say.
What do y'all think that's all about?
It seemed a wee bit magical to me. You
God.
may want to go
Did it-
track
I-
me down.
Well, he just
I
ran
did-
away. How do you think it's
I-
magical?
I
Did
did.
you not hear the man yell "stranger danger" and then fire an arrow at nothing?
Yeah, that
I
seems
also-
like that's some pretty regular DQ behavior.
That's pretty normal.
I
Yeah.
think we might want
Yeah.
to hunt him down.
Okay.
It wasn't quite normal though, because I did see his eyes turn completely black before he started taking off.
Okay.
All right. Well, no, that's not super normal for him, right?
That seems a little off, at least.
Maybe you got some new contacts. Haha.
Cool.
I know, I was shopping with him.
God.
I don't think he bought anything.
Yeah.
Damn
so,
it.
and with that, we will end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone.